Hello. I do believe we should start the show. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Bunkhouse Saloon. Thank you so much to the Bunkhouse Saloon, Mr. Bunkhouse. He's a nice guy. I don't know if you met him. He was outside. Anyway, thank you so. How many of you are Patreons? Raise your hand. Oh, thank you so much. My daughter Josie just got some very beautiful clothes because of you guys. Thank you. But seriously, it means a lot that you guys showed up tonight. What a wonderful crowd. I didn't think it would be this packed, but it is. And that's pretty much it. We want to get the show going or what? I didn't really prepare my stand-up routine. I killed it in Oakland. Trust me. Ask anyone who was there, Harper. Where's Harper? All right, the first segment tonight used to be called Black Opinions Matter Monday. Today's Wednesday, I think. Today is Wednesday. However, anytime these guys are on the stage, it's a Monday. We call it Black to Black now. The first person comes to us all the way from Compton. Black Trey, where are you, man? Did anyone bring me a ding bell by any chance? Oh, I need that. Can you bring it up? Also, coming to us all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, Amin El-Hassan. ESPN's own Amin El-Hassan. I taught him everything he knows, by the way. Don't let him tell you otherwise. Everything. From Queens, New York, Big Was. Big Was. And one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, also from Compton, Long Beach, the owner of the Lion's Den. Get a haircut if you're there. Kev the Barber, where are you, man? Kev the Barber. There's Waz, late as always. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Anyways, thank you again and enjoy the show.
Shouts to Jay for that very early hate. Fuck you.
Did you drink water today? Anybody get a haircut today?
No, because we're in Las Vegas.
I'm just saying, before they got here.
You want me to get...
My man said he cut his hair before he got here.
They cut meth here,
Yeah,
not
right here. He cut his own
Hey,
hair.
cutting meth hair is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
They cut meth here or
Here,
meth
here,
Meth
here.
here?
This meth here?
And here.
Shave it down?
In honor of Mariano, I got the Hennessy.
Oh, man. Salute to my brother.
Salute to money.
I guess we should start. We should start by getting into this story that Amin refused to talk about on the podcast.
Look at this cool ass merch you got. What's going on with this shit?
In case you guys didn't notice, he's wearing an American Ninja Warrior baseball shirt,
Virgin.
the 3/4 length. Where did you get that from? Oh, my bad.
Like, do I have to play the clip?
I don't know. You could have got it off of eBay. I didn't know they
That's
gave
a
y'all
sick
merch.
shirt. That look like a pajama shirt. Or some shit.
It's comfortable as hell.
I believe
It's
it.
nice and soft.
Bananas and pajamas.
Trey's lit. All right.
I am.
That's a good start.
And before we get into that, I just want everybody to pay some acknowledgement to Kev the Barber's T-shirt right now. That's the new jump man, yo.
You know what I mean? It's a new jump, man.
That's the new jump.
Courtesy of Black Dragon Roll.
Yo,
FYI.
salute Black Dragon Roll, my brother. What's good, boy?
Yo,
First time I met that motherfucker just now.
I just want to, in reference to that shirt, I want to quote the great Compton legend, Eric Wright.
Shouts to
said,
Easy.
Damn, E, they try to play you on Dre Day, but Dre Day only made Easy payday. I want my money.
This is true.
I want my royalty.
Cut that check.
You said cut that check.
If I sell anyone, I'll give you $5.
$5 holler. So
So what happened? Cause I mean, no, I'm jumping straight to it. Cause I really want to know. Like I was defending you and shit, and Kev was like, "No, fuck that shit. Get him. Get his ass. Fuck him. Get him. What happened? His unathletic motherfucking ass." I'm like, bro, what's going on?
First off, that shit has nothing to do with athleticism, right?
Streets was calling you Kimmy Gibbler, man.
I don't even know who that is.
I played it off because everybody else acted like that. Nobody knew who that fuck that was, did you? Everybody said, "Oh!"
You guys have never seen Full House? What the fuck?
Kimmy Gibbler? You
How
know,
old are you
House?
motherfuckers? Can smell the Similac on your breath.
This is not a Monday crowd.
Oh, it's the next one.
Full House? Watch no fucking Full House. So first of all, yeah, it has nothing to do with athleticism. It has everything to do with training for those things, right? Everyone who goes through this course, they're training year-round for it, right? So, motherfucker, you want the story or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, excuses.
And we're black.
And we're black.
So, but I watch the show all the time. So I felt like, look, I watch the show all the time. I know the ones that I can't do. The salmon ladder and all that. I know I can't do them. But I know I can do the floating steps.
Okay.
That's the first obstacle every single time they do this. They'll have it in all these different cities, and they'll have one in Vegas for the finals, and it's the floating steps. It's like these platforms, probably the size of these speakers, side to side, and you just hop, 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 get to the platform, move to the next one. So I get out there. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Where are the floating steps at? No, there's this
Pulled the rug from under your ass.
Absolutely, right? So
You thought this was a game?
new obstacle. Mentally preparing for something that doesn't exist anymore.
Then I freaked it.
So the shit had two platforms that swiveled like a pinwheel almost, right? And they only swivel if you hit it at the wrong angle, right? If you run at a very specific angle, which is not straight on, but to an angle to the side, it won't move, right? But I'm not thinking about this. I'm thinking about the rope because everyone who's done the rope, because I know a couple people who have done it for fun, they all walk away with shredded hands, basically. So I'm like,
Do they let you wear gloves?
no.
That's unfortunate.
And even if they did, where was I going to get gloves? I didn't know it until I'm there.
Are you gonna wear the bus driver gloves? The knuckles out.
Yeah,
the knuckles out.
Hey, I hope y'all keeping track of my dings, man. They be robbing me of my shit, man.
So far, Jade is in the lead. The gang member gloves. Yeah, so, one would think. So, if you see me in the video wiping my hand on the floor, that's me trying to rough up my palms real quick. Right.
Like when LeBron put the powder on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'm like, this is kind of not what I expected, but it's cool. So we're about to go. They gather us up. It's me, it's Billy, and it's Dan, who's not doing it all of a sudden because he got
bullshit.
hand surgery.
Hand surgery, motherfucker was.
They say the director of
handing
the
it
show
off.
wants to talk to you guys. We're like, cool. So he comes down and he said he's gonna give you guys a pep talk. He said, all right, here's the deal. We're trying to make a TV show. Don't fuck this up. Wait,
That's
what?
a good pep talk.
Hey, be funny and fall.
Don't screw up.
No, it was like, look, we have to do this shit. I don't want to do this shit, but we're going to get you in and out as quickly as possible. Don't get any water on my shit. If you fall, then you fall. You can't try other shit afterward.
Wow.
Like, he starts
Jesus
reading this
Christ.
whole riot act. So for those of you to watch, you guys know who Old Money Charlie is? From the Leviton
course,
show?
of course.
Old Money Charlie, everyone saw him fall and hit his nuts or whatever.
Why we had to throw Charlie under the bus?
Because but here's why. Because he fucked up on the same obstacle I did, got out the water, dried off, and then did all the other ones, right? He didn't go that far, right? But obviously, no one puts that on TV, right? So
Everybody hates you.
yeah, for real. So this dude is just, and he's like, and don't waste any time. You get up there until you get up there, just go. And so he's just filling my head with doubt. I'm
Yeah.
already like, what's going on? Now, mind you, by the way, before I went up, Dan says to me, you know what's the funniest thing to do, right? Like, I want you to succeed, but if you fail.
That's best for me.
That's
Help me, Amin.
But I was like,
You want to
no,
keep coming on the show, don't you?
Nah, but you know, I love American Ninja Warrior, so I was like, no, I want to try. I really want to try and make it as far as I can because I want to see what it's like. So I'm like, cool. So all right, I mean, go ahead. So I get up on the platform, and what y'all don't know is it's edited. It's heavily edited. So I'm there 15
Taken
minutes.
out of context. 15
minutes standing. Now imagine someone said, you better hurry the fuck up and don't fuck this up. And they're like, okay, let's do it. All right, wait, we got to test the drones. Hold on. And someone comes up with a light thing up to you, like, and so I'm standing there for a long ass time, and I'm in my thoughts, and it's killing me, right? And so I'm looking at the crowd, and I look at Dan, and I'm like, Dan, this ain't gonna work out. And so Dan's idea is to call the director back and say, I think he needs another pep talk.
This all happened before the run.
Before I went.
Jesus
So
Christ.
the guy comes back and he says, dude, don't even stress about it. It's cool. But seriously, don't fuck this up. We need to get this show going. Do this as quickly as possible. It looks a lot harder than, it looks a lot easier than it really is. This shit is hard. People train for it. I'm like, this is your pep talk?
Yeah.
So I go back up there. Now, again, I'm looking at the platforms and I'm looking at the rope. I'm like, I'm scared to death of this rope. How can I get enough momentum up there to grab and let go?
Nigga, you played Temple Run before.
I have played Temple Run.
I know.
I was killer at it. But shout out to Temple Run. It ruled the universe for
It was a good game.
3 months or whatever. So anyway, finally they're like, all right, get ready, go. So I start running. My first 2 steps, I'm like, this ain't nearly fast enough. I should stop, go back, run it again.
That's what the stutter step was?
No. That's before the stutter step.
The stutter step.
That's just a
You know how you look? You look like Al Bundy when he was doing his highlights.
So
4 touchdowns.
So I'm like, I want to stop and turn back, but I'm like, and then I hear his voice in my head saying, "Don't fuck this up. Hurry the fuck up. Get the fuck up." So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I gotta keep going.
Gotta go.
So I get up on there and I get on that first platform and I look at that rope and I'm like, oh shit, this shit is so far. There's no chance. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna miss completely or just shred completely. I'm like, oh, why did I do this? Da da da. But
Why
then
did
like,
you do
so
this?
I take the second step on the platform. I'm like, you know what?
This is light.
Hold
light
on.
work.
I think I can make this.
Hold on. I think I can get to this rope. Like,
I am your conscience.
That's where the stutter was.
I can make
He
this.
was like, yo, it was happening, and then it wasn't.
maybe if I laugh hard enough. So I look at him like, man, I think I could do this. So, but I'm like, all right, all I need to do is gather and explode, right? Because I just don't have enough speed. I don't have enough speed.
That was the hezzy step.
So that was the hezzy step. So now I'm trying to like frame it right, get to the other platform, looking at the rope, I think I could get it. And so I forget the whole, like, you got to run this way up it. If you run straight like I did, then it starts to move.
They spin it on your
So
ass.
when I gather 2-step like this, I'm trying to
power
explode
off.
forward, it starts moving. And when it starts moving, you see the look in my face.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is not gonna go the way you think it is, right? So at that point, I'm like, I'm dead in the water, so to speak. But hey, maybe if I extend. Maybe
my hand will stick to the rope.
This is not a
Maybe.
cliffhanger or some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know what happened.
Yeah. So yeah, it like no one watched the video, but the panel spins underneath me and I explode. And that's my thing. I said at that moment.
No, I watched the video from
No,
multiple
yeah.
angles.
The one that
Waz-
Black
Waz-
Dragon
I
Rose
watched-
put up, it showed
this is
the
so-
panel
So
spin.
Waz actually was a real friend. He tagged me to it on Instagram, and I'm like, and I sent it to Kevin. Kev's like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
I
These
tagged
shirts gotta
Trey.
get sold.
I tagged Trey in all caps. Another angle.
And that's what he hit me with. No, Kev, look at the other angle. I'm like, fuck that.
Nah,
fuck
he
that. He
still
did a
got you.
hezzy, and the panel moved and pulled.
But here's my thing. At that moment where I gathered, I could have been Donovan Mitchell. When it's moving, you jump.
Oh, you could have been
Hey,
Donovan Mitchell.
but-
Remember, I got the
I'm
rope.
But in
Yeah,
actuality,
wow.
but in
was-
actuality, but in actuality, you was like, you're wondering how I got here.
You ain't even go Matt Bullard. You went Donovan
That's what
Mitchell.
I'm saying. Like it wasn't at that moment. Once the panel starts moving, it has nothing to do with athleticism. It has everything to do with That's not how physics works.
No.
So you're gonna jump.
Once
you
you
jump
miss,
straight
once
up.
they
You wanna
once they
jump,
turned that thing on you, you was done.
like it was a wrap.
Yeah,
so.
It was
then you
over
start
for you.
thinking about how am I gonna hit this pool?
That's the
without
other thing.
hurting myself?
The water is not deep. Kev, that's the other thing I'm worried
The
about.
splash was
water,
incredible.
The water
It's
is not
not
deep
deep,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna hit like I'm gonna hit my
So are
head.
you the third splash brother?
Fourth.
Ding, I need my ding.
Unofficial count so far. I got one ding. Waz has 3. Kev's got 2.
Jade has 90.
Trey has 5. and Jade has 90.
No, honestly, the moral of the story, you know, when you said, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What, yeah.
No, when you said, you know, I watch this shit all the time at home, blah, 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 it made me think of porn, right?
Of course.
Like, when you see that nigga do a backflip and then go into the pussy, that's, you can't do that at your crib.
Wait,
You
what?
can't do that at your crib.
How did we
Don't
get here?
try that shit at your crib. Your wife is gonna be mad at you. Don't do it.
You're not him.
Don't. You're not one of the pros.
I should have
Stick
bet
to the
one of you guys
script.
for Waz's
Stay in your lane. That's all I was saying. And by the way, all you people who took the under on the porn reference, you lost.
Waz, there's
Yeah.
a 7-year-old right there sitting on somebody's lap.
Salute, 7-year-old.
There is not.
For
Hold
being
on.
in a bar.
In 2 years,
For being in
you'll
a bar.
understand what I'm
Who got a
talking
7-year-old in the
Where?
bar?
House lights up. Where?
Wait a minute.
In 2 years, you will know the language that I'm speaking.
Yo,
2 years?
2 years.
Just 2?
It's
Shouts to the-
2018, my brother.
Yeah. It's fucking
Hey, shouts to the horny ass 9-year-olds.
Hey, I got a condom dispenser in my shop, so
So
it's possible.
No, the moral of the story is, round of applause. How many of you guys have been on the pod, like on the mailbag or something?
We got
Okay.
a few. Jeez, we got a lot of mailbag guests, Jade.
You guys love the show, right? And Jade gave you the opportunity to be on the mailbag, right? Were you gonna be like, oh, I might embarrass myself, so
Nah.
now it's my.
But there were people who went on and were nervous, for sure.
But that's my
my guy
point.
Matsuki was
I
nervous.
don't-
He froze. Matsuki was shook. Shouts
shouts
to
to
Matt and his
Matsuki,
mom
man.
in the back. Salute
Point-
to y'all, but Matsuki was shook.
The point is, if you love the show, you're not gonna say no to the opportunity, even if you fuck it all the way up, right? Because it's a show you love, and something that in a million years I
And
never
you
thought.
gonna send it to your whole family, like, listen.
Yeah, man.
Nobody can say that you shouldn't have did the show.
The whole thing. No, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't.
No,
believe
a
you
lot
did
of
that.
people are
No, but
stupid.
here's the other thing. Like before, I was like, I'm going to Miami. I'm about to be on Ninja Warrior. Now I watched this shit with my family, with my parents and stuff. And so like, oh, no, keep us up to date. And I came back and they're like, how was it? I'm like,
They asked you for that report card. You got an F.
Don't worry about it.
Getting the F is funny.
We're never gonna watch that episode.
Yo, I'm going to parent-teacher conference, Ninja Warrior style. Damn.
my dad isn't completely sure like why I go on Levitard. Because like he knows Levitard is oh, that's the guy with his dad on the show, right? And then the other thing is like he says, because sometimes he watches when I'm not on. And so like I'll be sitting there and like he'll walk in and he'll see like one of the most ridiculous segments. And my dad looks at me and he's like, this man is your mentor? Like, this is the dude, this is the man who wrecked the buffet. Like this is
Stu
the guy.
Gotts is dressed like Guy Fieri.
No, it's hard to explain sometimes, but I'm sure the parent of the 7-year-old will have this uncomfortable conversation one day. So you like these guys? Why?
Wait, is there really a 7?
I don't know.
No. I just threw that off. I just threw that off.
See,
the
I
top.
can't see you guys.
see shit, so I just
Lights right
I've been
here and
accusing
shit, so-
someone right
They get
here.
ratchet in Vegas if they don't get that right.
It's like, wait a minute, is it really a 7-year-old?
Nah, I had to
With the
say that
earmuffs.
to keep Waz porn level at like.
I'm on porn level. That's the last porn reference.
Hey,
I promise.
listen, no, fuck that. If he came through those doors, porn is legal.
Listen, if
Shout-
somebody has
yo.
to take a shot for Waz mentioning porn, you're gonna die.
Shouts to West Pipes, for real, man.
Who's
The
doing
legend.
it?
That's a 6-shot
Hey,
off.
motherfucker
raise
was
your hand.
battling
Hey,
cancer.
listen, raise your hand if you'll take a
Yeah,
shot for
he was
Waz
battling
porn references. If you'll take a shot, I'll buy a shot. Fuck it.
Whoa, that's
Off
a
his
lot of
porn-
money, Ken.
Fuck it, let's do it. I work today. God damn it, I flew in at 4:47.
Oh, that's, like Steel is a legend. What you talking about?
Yo,
boy, that man raised me.
Hold on, let's
Wait a minute. Who's taking the shot? Hold on.
Waz has once said that he's had like 3 role models in his life. One is his big bro.
My father.
Or 4, excuse me. 1 is his big brother. 2 is his father. 3 is Jay-Z. 4 is Legs and Steel.
Yeah, shouts to Legs.
That's a
The money
sick,
shot king.
Hey, that's a sick hero. That's a sick hero.
Guys, I never fucking said that.
By the way, I like to imagine that there's a world of like, because if you go on Pornhub, one of the funniest things on Pornhub is, I didn't know this for the longest time. There's a comments section.
Oh,
Right.
So the Pornhub comments was actually talking about LeBron. That shit was lit. I was like, yo, they're like, yo, where you think LeBron's going? I'm like, what? But the caption's like, teen mom fucks hot pool guy. And it's like talking about free agency. I was like, yo, this shit's amazing. This is better than Twitter.
I wonder sometimes, like, are there like beefs? Or like, that's like, oh, Mr. Marcus is the GOAT. No, he's not.
No. Hey, we don't give Mr. Marcus his credit. Mr. Marcus brought the dad hat in.
He did.
He did.
He been doing that shit since like
Mr. Marcus would come through a porn scene and be like,
how many people are completely lost right now? This is what Monday is about. You guys are going to go home and be like, Mr. Marcus.
listen, and they're going to find out that his hat's bent like a second baseman.
He put the ball with the rubber band.
Yo, he's wild. Yo, the ball with the rubber band is a sick reference, by the way.
Yo, shouts to everybody that was at Hyde last night, man. Salute to the people that came through.
I almost didn't make it tonight, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was bad. It was bad.
It was so funny. Shouts to me stealing the bottle.
Yeah, Trey
Y'all don't even understand what I did for the homies, by the way.
Trey stole the
So
bottle.
I'm gonna for the people that wasn't there last night, we went to Hyde, and we get in there, and pretty much, I see some of my friends, my NBA friends in there, and they're like, yo, Trey, come over
Shout
here.
out to Stanley, man.
Salute to Stanley Johnson.
Shout out
That's a
to
good
Stanley.
brother right there.
Yeah.
So
Forced me to take a shot of tequila.
yeah, you were walking by. Waz is trying to use the bathroom, and they're like, he's like, yo, you bitch, take a drink. He gets the drink, and he's like, okay, cool.
I'm not gonna, tent up in front of an NBA player.
There you go. So I'm sitting there, and obviously my friends are over there, and I'm over here hanging out, and I'm fake having fun, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, you don't hand me a $3,000 bottle. This bottle.
This bottle is taller than Jay.
No.
Don Julio, 1942, y'all. The Magnum joint.
So literally, the
Not the
bottle
baby
is as
joint.
long as my arm, right? So I'm like, pause. Yeah. Okay.
My fault.
If need be. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna drink this by myself, and I don't feel fun carrying a bottle. So I'm like, all right, cool. And the dude that's working there is like, you can't walk with that bottle. I'm like, shut up. So I'm like, yo, my table's over here, and I paid for this bottle. So I'm lying.
You can say that. It's
Right?
1942. You can say that. Shut
Right?
up.
So I get back to the section, and I'm like, here, everybody. And everybody's like, oh, my God. What is this? And I'm like, this is 1942. Drink up.
Shouts
Lit
to
up.
Miller.
Hey, and it felt like Jesus feeding everybody. Like,
Had the two fish.
Yeah, like
he
two
felt
fish
the
and the
whole
bread and
shit.
shit. And you felt the whole shit. Listen, that bottle was still full.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen. Where my man Romeo at? Raise your hand. Where you at? All right, my man Romeo, right? I passed Romeo the bottle. Romeo had to do this shit like this. He's like, yeah. So sick.
It was a two-hander.
Hey, it was a two-hand. It was his moment. I was like, yes. Yes. Let's go ahead. But, shouts to the NBA players that look out.
Yeah, shouts to Kuz, man. He hosted the party. I was fortunate enough to get in with them.
He's beige.
Is he beige? Yeah,
he's
beige.
black.
He is.
Yeah,
But he
yeah,
does
he's
look
beige.
like...
I knew he was
but
black because he didn't have a father.
But he does look like that Sesame... But he does look like the Sesame Street character.
Wait, what?
Beaker.
Oh.
Kuzma does look like Beaker.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I just went
How
Lonzo
many guys?
Ball on his
Hey,
ass.
raise your
My
hand
bad.
if you guys witnessed Kyle trying to slander me for my sneakers.
Yeah, that was
Right?
fine.
Yeah, he did.
Man
He
said
did.
I had baby shoes, and then I just clapped his ass back. So that's the thing. NBA players
Oh.
don't understand. They think that.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did you guys see the whole Kevin Durant Instagram thing?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Kevin, so you know how like Instagram they'll have those pictures of like, who's the best, da-da-da, or something like that. And the guy said something, it was a picture of Durant and like two other guys, Melo and someone else that said, these guys, and the thing was basically, these guys aren't like LeBron and Steph because they can't lead their team to success.
Right. Wow.
Right? And there's, it's like a random Instagram account, like outside the bounds, and like some one of them stupid ass
Outside the bounds.
So KD gets in the guy's DMs and is like trying to defend himself.
Could you imagine getting
So
a DM from
the
KD?
kid is like, look, hey man, it's my opinion, but maybe you'll use this to fuel your fire. And KD's like, I don't care about you, da 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 da. And he's like, dude, I'm 17.
And you're in my DMs.
Yeah, and you're in my DMs about this.
You
and
care.
so KD comes back and says, nah, because I'm a black man, I can't just be following Instagram and so it keeps going. Finally, the kid says,
I'm about to write a book on pulling the black
Hold on,
card.
but the best part is this. The kid finally ends it with, well, I'm just glad you hit me from your regular account.
Nice.
That's sick.
NBA dudes don't know.
That's sick.
They don't know. We fuck around. By the way, shout out to Jiddana. I'm a classic, man.
Jesus. Yo, by the way, Kev the Barber is giving haircuts. Them shits ain't free. But if you want a haircut, my nigga Kev is out here, man. He's going off. Jay just kicked us off the stage. This was the Black to Black
Jay
segment.
really hit us with the Oscar no music.
You guys can now, get to the rest of the stuff.
Time.
No more chitlins.
It's time for the white people. Come on, man. Need more white people on this stage. Just kidding. That was wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to Jay Logic, the DJ, holding it down. You could raise the music, Jay. Also, I wanted to say, if you were a VIP, thank you so much. Again, my daughter thanks you. But you also are entitled to a T-shirt that is somewhere back there. So hit me up after the show. I like that group back there. What's up, peoples? That's the Titanic over there. Anyway, let's move on to Tuesday. The Basket Buds. Coming to us all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina, Mr. Tom Haberstrom. I want to do that guy like the MMA guy. I want to do the MMA guy. Also, the Ding Master himself, I think he's here, Zach Harper. He loves it when I call him Harper, by the way. Call him Harper. He loves that. Loves being called Harper. Middle. Heels. Special guest all the way from Toronto. LeBronto, we're calling it. Seerat Sohi.
Yes.
Seerat Sohi, I think, is here.
The mic is not on. Is it on?
You go.
From the Bleacher Report. This guy, I can't get rid of this guy. Dave Schilling. Are you here? Are you here, Dave?
My colleague Dave Schilling.
Who am I missing?
Welcome.
I don't know. This is not organized.
Black Trey. Come on, Black Trey, I need you. I need a seat.
Trees.
Mr. Black Trey, please return
Jay, did you
to
hear
the
that?
stage.
Someone said you missed a ding.
Did I miss a ding?
For me.
Anyways, this is the Tuesday show. For those of you unfamiliar with the podcast, is anybody unfamiliar with it? Enjoy. I do.
Jade.
What?
I heard you
Zach
guys.
and I are the only white people on the stage.
Excuse me.
Shouts to people of color.
I'm pretty white. Hey.
Just listen to him.
Yeah. Hi, guys. It's me, Dave. How are you doing? Okay.
Wait. Amin.
What's the day? Is this Tuesday?
Amin's already left. He doesn't listen.
Yeah,
to
Amin's
Spotify.
already gone home.
He's gone.
That was crazy. I hadn't heard the backstory. Did you hear the backstory?
I got a lot of. Here's my thought listening to that whole thing. Was Amin is given a lot of detail for a 4-second obstacle run.
It sounds like excuses, right?
Right. It sounded like an excuse. And then, of course, I'm not going to mention porn. Then you guys do 5 more minutes on porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
And he said it was his last mention, and then within 3 seconds he made another mention. To
I
porn.
thought his porn takes were pretty good though. Like, I'm a Mr. Marcus guy.
Dave.
What's up?
No,
Don't
Lexi
do
and
it.
Steel all the way.
Don't do it?
Don't do it.
Okay.
I especially like when Amin was like, if you're on Pornhub.
Yo, have you guys seen
Not that I've been there before.
There's a Tumblr, which that's the oldest thing I've ever said in my life. But there's a Tumblr that is stock photos with Pornhub comments. So it's just like random stock photos from like Getty and shit, but they have Pornhub comments across the thing.
Can you send me
This
that?
is going to be a lot funnier when you Google this later, but trust me, this is a good thing.
Is it ever like critical?
What's
Or
that?
Is it like critical?
It's not critical. I mean,
it's sort of like, you know, when you were in college and you watched a movie and you have to write a paper afterwards. It's getting really
it's
deep into the
exactly like that. Yeah.
Basketball.
All right, let's talk basketball.
Someone had to say
I don't get on this podcast to talk basketball.
Yeah.
Shout out to John Hollinger in the back.
Yeah.
Shouts to John.
Hey.
The godfather of the
Follow me
shit.
back. No.
Yo, there was a time.
Hey,
hold on.
he introduced himself to you. Did you see that?
He did.
You didn't introduce yourself to him.
I feel like a legend.
John-
So it's like, look. That means I'm going to heaven. Rachel Nichols, John Hollinger. Now I just need to get Jeannie Buss to follow me, and I'm good.
Oh, she follows me.
She follows me too.
Who cares?
Okay.
I care, obviously.
Yo, John's like followed me and unfollowed me like 5 times.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Oh no, I'm.
that's-
I block
surprised.
you all the time.
I don't think it's deserved.
It is, dude. Nobody wants to hear like,
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Look,
Whoa.
this guy.
what is this? Maze, what are you?
That's a sign that Zach's way too boring and he needs more drink. Yes.
Relax. Get out.
Hey,
that was told in confidence.
Hey,
This is a pretty severe bossa nova.
Imagine for a moment that you are.
All right. Well, that's not enough.
I'm cool. I just want to know, based on that.
Yeah, you got TV money. Of course you're cool.
I'm gonna close
Yeah.
eventually.
what is
I
your?
believe in you.
But what is
And
your?
then I'm gonna release LeBron.
This is my favorite thing.
Oh Jesus, fucking him.
Here's my thing.
I have a question.
This is longer than his American Ninja Warrior run.
Hold on. Here's my thing.
What are you doing? 10 minutes?
Feeling himself.
What is
He's
this?
feeling himself.
So,
You can't say free Black Trey and then take his microphone.
here's my thing. People want a good story to believe.
Yes.
And Zach, you're guilty of believing a good story because it's a good story.
I
to
told
hear,
you
and
what I
wanna-
heard.
You believe anything. It's the same reason why people believe that once.
believe it.
I know y'all want to believe it, but I'm just telling you, it's the same reason why people believe that I got up angrily out of a radio show with Izzy Gutierrez on tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
people
Yeah, shouts
like
to Izzy.
it doesn't matter what you say,
Or like when people
wanna
believe you pulled your hamstring in that race.
Well, you know that really happened, and it's actually very tight right now. All I'm saying is, you guys believe some dumb fucking stories sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not very smart.
Yeah, he's not.
I can
He's very
barely
stupid.
read.
Shouts to 9/11.
No, I'm not. It's
Oh boy.
Jade.
Oh
Jade,
boy.
you can't help yourself.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh no.
Hey, eventually you're gonna put 2 and 2 together, and you guys are gonna know what's going on.
I will never get over the fact that Jade left his wife giving birth to get Thai food.
Oh,
People
I thought
get
you were gonna say
hungry.
to watch Titanic conspiracy
and also
videos.
watch conspiracy videos. I thought that was like pretty
Did he-
priority wise. Like it's crazy.
Did he
Wait.
get her anything though?
No, you said 104. Now that lie is happening.
See?
That lie is unraveling.
My mom corrected it.
Count the
My
lie.
dad corrected it too. It's 103.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I was impressed at 104. 103 does nothing for me.
So where are we at with LeBron James?
What?
Because he just went to the Lakers.
Yes, he
which
did.
is crazy.
And he's gonna be in a movie with
Who are-
Kevin Hart.
Raise your hand if you're a Lakers fan. You're liars.
Do I count?
liars?
No. I'm not.
You're Kobe fans, not Laker fans.
That's not
That's
true.
true. That's
Former
true.
Cavs
That's
fans,
true.
I'm
You
sure.
need to get
Sorry.
into the
Friends
mind
building.
of the Laker fan. You don't understand what it's
You're,
like.
Listen,
you're
I
in
told
the-
you I can't read. I'm in.
Hey,
You
Yeah,
get it. Yeah.
Laker fans are
The
so
mind,
bad.
It's an empty mind. No.
It's hard. It's hard for a Lakers fan right now because doesn't it feel like
Tom, Laker fans are so bad right now, right? The mural has been removed from Los Angeles.
Well, hold on.
The mural
He
to
also said he was gonna go to the pizza place and he didn't show up.
So-
Yeah.
That's his
so
bad.
Dave,
Did you show up?
I was there.
You were at the place?
For hours. It was 98 degrees all
Reporting live
day.
from
Hey.
So LeBron was being a black
Dave
dad.
Schilling from Beyond.
Yeah, he was being a black dad. He's like, I'm going out for cools, dog. I'll see you later.
Jokes I can't make.
I've got to go.
File that
I've gotta
hashtag.
We can laugh.
I am
right?
very uncomfortable right now.
Jesus.
Yes.
Shout out to black dads.
Sure, yeah.
Why do you think I'm so successful? I have a white dad.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon? I can say that. I'm
Hold
black.
on. Tom, do you want to switch seats with me?
Yes, maybe.
Bernard.
Little bit.
Bernard.
Whoa. Whoa. You know what? I'm glad to say I made
Freeze
it
all
out of the
motor
season.
functions.
Cash that check. It's good.
Hey, who listened to the Westworld podcast on Patreon? Raise your hand. Thank you. Hey,
Yay.
Patreon, if you want to subscribe, you get all that good shit.
I'm pretty sure they're all subscribed.
yeah.
Shout out to Maze.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maze, what's up? Where's Maze? Hey, there he is.
Hi, Maze.
So yeah, because the thing about LeBron is like I feel like this is his retirement. He's done.
Yeah.
He got JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, and Rajon Rondo as his number 2.
He's going to be doing
Do
math.
they all equal one number 2?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
You
saying?
add them
It's like,
together.
I need 4 shitty guys.
Tom.
And then they're like one
I'm
Kyrie.
pretty sure by year 4 he's going to be having like a car salesman commercial and mattress commercials. It's going to be pretty sick. It's going to be pretty salesy.
Nah,
And
man.
Rob, did you guys see what Rob Pelinka said today? About how like Lance Stevenson
hold on.
is there Dennis Rodman
Rob
and Ron
Pelinka
Artest?
last year they were like, what do you want out of this Lakers season? So last Lakers season, what do you want out of this Lakers season? He said, well, when people watch the Lakers, I want them to have the same feeling that music fans had the first time they heard Kendrick Lamar or Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That was press day.
The first time
Yeah,
I
we
heard
were
Taylor
there.
Swift, I was just like, what the f-?
I literally looked at Zach with this ashen look on my face, like, what the fuck is he talking?
And then I hugged Dave for 8 minutes.
yeah. And then God's Plan played.
It was early.
Yeah, it was real.
Oh, I know all the Taylor Swift. Believe it or not.
He's a Swiftie.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
I know you do. I know
He's a
you do.
Swiftie.
A Swiftie?
Yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, that's what the fans are called.
Raise your hand if you're a
That's a
Swiftie.
broom. That's a broom.
Yeah.
Well, you got one guy in the pink
Hey,
shirt.
shout out to Team Swift.
Yes.
It's like J.R. Swift.
I get blocked from my shit, but you can say that?
Seerat wrote a story
That
about
was
how
pretty bad.
LeBron
That's
always
pretty
goes
bad. I
for the
liked it,
best
actually. I liked it a
story.
lot.
Like me in real life, like
Nobody's
Black Mirror.
Like, do you
Let
really
Tom
believe it's
talk.
the best story right now? Like LeBron, like after the signings, that this is the best story for LeBron?
Oh yeah, I don't know what he anticipated happening after.
Yeah, I
New
feel like
hair.
we all wrote
You
that
got-
column of being
New
like, hey,
hair.
LeBron's in LA and he's gonna really build. He's gonna get Kawhi and he's gonna get Paul George and it's gonna be really interesting. And then they got JaVale.
I mean, I feel like we got the
That's-
Dark Knight, and then like the follow up was like 22 Jump Street. This is essentially.
Whoa, 22 Jump Street
Wait.
is good.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We just moved to our new movie pod.
Also, if I could throw out a hot take, I've said it a lot. Dark Knight's not that good.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Christopher Nolan doesn't know how to fucking edit.
You don't know how
Your
to
mom
watch
doesn't
movies.
love you.
Yeah.
He doesn't know
You
how
don't
to
know
edit.
how to edit.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But without
It's
Dark
art-
Knight, we don't
it's
get
artistic.
We don't get Joel Embiid making that reference in
cutting
his
that.
tweet with his face.
You're cutting that?
Hey, sign in JaVale, do you get free fanny packs?
He had a
Maybe you
Supreme
get free
fanny
socks.
pack. Do you know he had a Supreme fanny pack?
Hell no, I don't wear Supreme. I do. No, I'm lying. I got.
Shout out to Drew Gooden.
Shout out to free Rat Tails. Rat Tail is a sick.
Yo, I had a rat tail as a kid.
Yeah, you did.
Up until
You
like,
had no
up
friends,
until
too.
Up until like 5
You
years
had no
old.
friends.
No, once it cut off, then all these people were like, okay,
Then
we'll
you
be your
lost your
friend. I'll be
virginity.
Did you
friend,
keep
yeah.
it? Did you keep it in a little jar?
That was last year, right?
I legit think my parents kept it in like a
Oh,
scrapbook or something.
No,
Remember Zach's
you know what's
rat
crazy
tail?
though? Colin Sexton has a rat tail.
Yeah, he does.
It's one. It's like Rufio.
How do you have a rat tail but you don't have a jumper? That's not fair.
Hey man,
Well, JaVale doesn't have a jumper
Watch it.
either, man.
you only get one black kid slander a day.
Who did I slander?
Sexton.
Oh.
That's a sick name. By
How
the
many?
Way.
Sexton?
How many?
What's up?
How many black
Are
kids
you
slandered?
Sexton?
If I could legally change my name, it would be just Sexton.
Zach
One
Sexton.
word. Yeah. No, just Sexton.
It's pretty cool.
Mongoose is my given name.
Sexting.
Do we got any Bossa Novas for these people?
You know what's funny about you stealing that bottle last night? So I tried to drink out of it.
Your mouth is too small. I know.
My mouth is too small. Well, you know
That's
that.
why when we kiss,
You know that.
it's like I can't.
I was pretty drunk, but I completely missed my mouth, and my beard was soaked in tequila.
Yeah, I can still smell it.
No, I seen it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad as.
There's your bossa nova.
You gotta cut that out. Cut that out.
All right, listen, no recording.
Yeah.
Please run it.
Oh my God, this is so
Please run it. Please run it, because a lot of people think.
Trying to get that bag.
Go ahead.
Trying to get the bag.
Oh, you go ahead.
See it. No, I didn't see it. I heard about it. Like, is that a pickup line?
What do you say?
No, I fuck. No, I don't. Listen,
Like, what's your pickup line?
My pickup line?
He just walks up and says, "I'm Black Trey."
I don't think Trey
Listen,
needs a
I'm a
pickup line.
cafeteria tray, first of all, on social media. So if you're like diving in my DMs, like
Black
you probably
Bart.
want some free milk or free lunch.
Is that what we're calling it?
I mean, hey,
Free milk is.
free milk.
Oh,
is
that was
kinda
too far.
like-
That's the
It's
line.
on brand.
That's the line. Okay, now I know.
I don't want to say it, but LeBron might not make the playoffs.
we
next
still
year.
talking
What are you?
basketball?
What?
I'm just getting.
I
we
like
doing
that
this?
you're doing this.
Are we doing this?
I'm doing the thing like I'm just saying it. Might. I'm hedging.
This is crazy.
Are we doing this?
You're out of your mind.
How am I at? What's that?
The Mets suck. Shut up.
Tell the Met story.
I don't have a Met story.
Who is
You
that?
got
Is
a
that
Met
Mario back there? Hey, tell the Met story.
I don't have a Met story.
Yeah, Matt Harvey.
Bobby
Matt
Bonilla.
Harvey.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Seerat,
The
tell
meth
your
story.
crystal meth story.
So I was
Yeah.
I was tweaking
smoke
last
crystal
night. No.
How do you
no.
do crystal meth?
I
by
don't
the way,
know.
that's some
I really
white
don't
shit.
know.
I don't
I
know.
don't even know if it was. I don't know if it was meth really, because I don't know people. Tell me it won't. So yesterday we were all at a dive bar outside of the Strip.
yeah.
It was called Champagne Cafe, which is I think pretty.
I heard it was a
interesting
Texas Western bar named Champagne.
name. It was delightful.
That's like an oxymoron. Like, what Texas guy is drinking champagne?
Well, nobody was drinking champagne.
Like,
Tim McMahon?
what about oil men? What about oil guys? They drink champagne, right? Oil folk.
Old folk?
Oil.
You're not even putting the D on old.
Oil folk.
Old folk?
Oil people.
Hey, Rodeo
Oil.
Joe here.
Oil. Yeah.
Come down.
Let's get back to the meth, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Give
Get
it to
some
me.
meth. So you were at the bar.
I was at the bar and I put my backpack down on a chair. I know. So then, I was kind of eyeing it a little bit, but I was talking to a lot of people, and then all of a sudden my backpack was gone. Yeah. And there was a woman in there who was kind of looking at me a lot, and at a certain point the bar owner gave me a flashlight to look around because I got one of my friends to do the Find My iPhone thing, and it turned out that my iPhone, which was in my bag alongside my passport, my purse, credit cards, work laptop, pretty much everything that I brought to Vegas was in there. I was like, I should have, yeah.
It's a Greg Popovich gif, by the way.
There you go. So I have this flashlight going, and I point it kind of close to her. I wasn't really even like looking at her at first.
Is she
and
scattered
looks
like
at
a
me.
roach?
She looks at me.
You should have dinged that, Jay.
She
That was
looks at
funny.
me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I
And
laughed.
She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for my backpack." And she's like, "I don't have it." I was like,
That is a surefire sign that she has it.
"Well, the thing is, like,
It's like a kid who's got like brownie all
You
over
know-
his. I don't know where the brownie went.
Siri, you don't understand. Like, I grew up in a hood in Compton, right? And when people steal from you, they pretty much fake help look for it.
all right." And she's like, I don't know. Look over there." Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it wasn't
it's
really much
helpful.
like that as much as like it was more just.
It's not helpful.
Here's the thing, Jay.
They don't
That's
tell
the
you
grift.
that they
It's
have
not
it.
helpful.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's the least helpful
Because they
thing
tell
of
you
all time.
everywhere
I'm
it isn't.
thinking myself.
Oh, of course.
Have you looked under the bed? It's always the last place you look, they say. But it's not, because
Wait, so I didn't know you confronted her.
No, not at that point. Yeah, because I felt like okay, I don't have any. I had my suspicions, but I didn't feel like I had evidence. And also, it's a backpack. Like you can't just. I would have seen it on her if she had it with her, right? So then I keep looking, and there's another woman in there. She asked me what I'm doing, and I said I'm looking for my bag. And then she was like, "Oh, that woman definitely has it." She was trying to pickpocket people. She's asking everybody for money. Then we do the Find My iPhone thing again. She's about half a mile away.
She would have had like 2 months of meth off the trading all your shit.
So wait, who came up with the Find My iPhone thing?
Oh,
Steve Jobs.
Yeah. It was a really good idea.
Ayo, was she gonna trade your shit into GameStop?
No. Here's the thing. She was honestly like, she was.
I'll give you store credit for this phone.
I fucking need this GameCube so bad.
She was so stupid about this whole thing, actually. Because
No, but seriously, who came up with the Find My? That's a brilliant
Steve
idea.
Jobs. I
She
fucking
does
said it.
math. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
yeah,
Anything is
100%.
possible.
100%.
You get it.
True.
Shouts to meth
I don't
heads.
think it was meth. She was like, it was more
It
like
was
it looked like a
definitely
heroin.
meth.
Was her face spotty?
Sorry? No, it wasn't.
Don't when you use meth, like your face gets
No,
spotty and shit?
it wasn't.
I'm
She
asking
was-
my white
she
friends
was
because
more
like my
so,
white
out
friends
of
do that
it.
shit.
She was out of
Your
it.
wife
She
does
really know
meth?
what she was.
Black people don't do
So-
meth, man. Do they?
No. No.
Oh.
I don't know. Waz, what do you do?
We still like roaches out of like, and when I mean roaches, is like the weed,
Well,
little
she
weed.
was-
Sorry.
So she was black. So are you confirming
Went to
that she was
college.
not
Oh,
on
so
meth?
she's a black meth? No, so that means she's probably a crackhead then.
Okay, all right.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of pictured
So
her
did
as
you
white.
did
I
you
kinda
feel
pictured her as
bad
white.
accusing her of stealing your bag?
Did she
because
call you
was
racist?
black? And you thought racial profiling?
I didn't want to go in there without evidence. Is what I'm
Smart.
saying. Okay.
I wish the police would start doing that.
Wait, so you're rolling up
So-
to the liquor store?
That should
No,
be a
no.
thing,
We're,
Jade.
so then.
I haven't
this
gotten
woman,
one
she's like,
thing.
This woman that knows,
Unbelievable.
she's super clutch. I've never met her before in my life, but she was like, you know what? Okay, let's go. She's a local, so she has her car, unlike anybody else here. She's like, okay, let's get in my car. Let's go get it. I'm with my friend Tim Cato, who's doing the Find My iPhone thing. We go to the convenience store, which is about like a half a mile away. She couldn't have gotten too far. It looked like she was at a bus stop, but it turns out she's in the convenience store by the bus stop playing video poker.
This just sounds like a GTA mission.
Gotta get those jacks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she got her money, right? So she had to use it. And
What am I gonna do with all this money?
I know.
Laptop with no
I know
password.
Video
exactly
poker.
where I'm gonna go.
You gotta
This
double
video
your
poker.
double your investment. Get some more money.
Wait, this is Vegas. Why is she going to video poker when she could actually play like real poker?
Oh, probably a little bit
You
more
fucking
expensive.
That's how they get down?
That's,
A little
oh
more
my
expensive,
god.
you know?
she
is that
does
like-
cracker.
So is that like the bingo of Vegas? Like you just go play and
I kind of figure. I mean, everybody half the people at the bar that night were just kind of,
So I'm imagining you're walking up to her and
being.
being like, "Yo, give me my shit back."
Yeah, essentially, it was 3 of us, and then she was like, "I don't have it, and like I didn't say anything.
But how do you hide a backpack but you really
She didn't have the backpack at the time,
Oh,
so she
okay.
had my phone, which is why my phone managed to be in there while the backpack was out of sight. So I go to her and I'm like, "Listen, I know you have my phone, like," and there was 3 of us. She was also scared that we were gonna call the police, so she got
God damn.
pretty scared, and she gave me my phone, and she was like, "I found it on the ground." I was like, "No,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
it wasn't on the ground."
Even though it was
It was-
in your bag.
It was next to the backpack I stole.
Right. No, it was inside of my bag.
Fell out of the
like,
backpack.
Deep in the pockets. So I was like, no, you didn't. It definitely didn't fall out of my backpack. I know you know where my bag is. And then the 2 people I was with, they started getting overly controversial. She started getting freaked out. So I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work. I just leveled with her and I was like, look, I'm Canadian. My passport is in there. I will not be able to leave this country. I will be super fucked if you just don't tell me where my bag is.
And she was
I'm
a
not
Trump
gonna
supporter who was like, no more immigrants.
Yeah.
No, but then she gets to stay.
She was like,
That's
if you
the
call the
reverse.
police, I'm calling ICE, essentially, is what she said. So she then she felt bad, actually. She apologized, and then she said she was going to take us to the bag. But
Apologize. She stole a
Yeah.
backpack.
Hey,
She stole your
no.
backpack.
So no.
Lied to your
Moral of the
face.
story
It fell
is
on the floor.
at the end of the day you just say you're Canadian.
Oh, that's a good call.
Oh.
you're like, okay.
Okay.
And that
That
woman.
just shifted her completely. It was,
Shouts to
I
Terrence
told
and
her where
Phillip.
I'm from, and she was like, I'm so sorry.
Hey,
I didn't
fam.
know it was yours. She said that so many times.
Yeah, but
It's like,
it
you
wasn't
didn't give a
hers.
fuck whose it
That's
was.
that's the most important thing. Didn't belong to her.
It's like,
I've
yeah,
never once done that.
This one
before.
complete stranger. I was like, I'm so sorry that it ended up being yours. And she started trying to take us back to it. And
Did she try to trade DeMar DeRozan?
no, I know. I mean, I think I would have, we would have been talking. So,
Shouts to Compton.
Shouts to Compton.
and she,
Yeah. Shouts to Compton.
Dude, I just laughed you, man. How do you feel about that? For that joke, it wasn't even a joke.
If I'm being completely honest right now, I have mismanaged my time on stage versus when I'm going to be able to pee next. And that's all I'm thinking about. Because I'm on the next segment.
Here you go.
I'm on the next segment,
go right
and
here,
I got to hold this for another 10
Right in
minutes.
the cup.
So let's hear it finish.
Let's see it.
Go ahead.
Right, okay, so we were walking back, and she starts sort of speed walking, and then she gets into a light jog, and I'm wearing heels, but luckily my friend Tim was not wearing heels. I think you can imagine that, Tim probably wouldn't be wearing heels in this story. So he starts kind of like jogging around her. By the end, we're really like, we're almost, this is about the speed that I would go for a run at. And we think she's about to take off, so I'm kind of getting pessimistic. Like I don't know that she knows where the bag is, or she's even gonna lead me to it. But while she's like on her sprint, she just kind of stops and she's like, "This is where I left it. I don't know where it is. Like I think I don't know. I think somebody took it. Oh my God, somebody took it." And then Tim just kind of walks. Right.
Someone stole the stolen
my bag.
These things happen all the
like
time.
now you know how I feel.
One.
Somebody stole
that for
my
me?
bag.
Nice.
And then Tim
went
just
to
kind of
Seerat.
keeps walking. I think she thought that she would be able to lead us to the place that we were at, where the bag was, while just kind of keeping us a few steps away from it, so that we wouldn't know it was there. Tim just walks like 3 feet, and he's like, "Oh, it's right here," and and we found it. We found it, and while we were doing this negotiation thing, while she was like pretending she didn't know where it was, I was like, "Listen, I'll give you money. I don't care. I'll
So you bought her meth in exchange
your
for your
own
bag?
No, I didn't. So what happened was I was collecting my backpack and whatever. I was just making sure everything was in it, and I think Tim ended up giving her $4, and she was like, "This is great."
You know how much meth you can get for $4?
I don't know.
You come to Vegas and sometimes you win, and she won.
Yeah.
Good for her.
You know what the crazy thing is? That's how
did.
Seerat and Angie Treasure met.
That's crazy.
And that
was the Basket Buds.
is a Tuesday.
And that's our segment on LeBron.
Shouts to Tom for trying to get some basketball in that.
LeBron
Love
James
that.
secured
Valiant
that.
effort.
Not a fan.
That was beautiful. Go pee. Go pee.
No, I'm good. You don't need to do 10 minutes. I'm good.
Oh, I'm supposed to leave?
Yeah, you're out.
Okay, I'm gonna go home.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Seerat.
I love how they think they're still going. That's funny.
No, Zach just
no,
peed his
leave.
pants and he doesn't want to get up.
I have to get off the stage to be introed?
Yes.
I'm on the
yes.
fucking stage.
Yes, because I want to thank everybody again. Is everybody having fun? Yes. That was a lovely story. It's nice when those stories actually turn out well. One time I was in college a couple years ago, and I had my bike stolen, and I knew exactly who it was. I knew these two kids. They were spying the bike, and the bike was gone, and then no meth, just poor kids. I felt bad for them. And then I called the cops. I said, I think it's these two kids. They had to go and negotiate, and the bike was already totally taken apart. Totally taken apart. Anyway, Sarah the pharmacist is here. Hi, Sarah. I'm here. That was beautiful. That was amazing. Incredible. I'm going to sign up for Patreon. That's what I'm doing. Signing up. Gotta get my daughter some clothes. Thank you so much to the person that just gave me an edible. It's a lozenge. I didn't know they did that one. Pretty good. Anyway, the next segment, we're gonna get nerdy, and I think we're gonna talk about basketball. The host of the Nerd Brigade, otherwise known as Nerd as She Wrote, is Tom Haberstroh. Get back up here, buddy. Also, the legend himself, former ESPN guru, still his name is all over ESPN. Hollinger stats, PER, and all that shit. This guy's a fucking legend. John Hollinger. What's up, my man? Who else is on this? I'm gonna bring up Big Waz just because this is gonna be entertaining. And Daryl Morey was supposed to show up, but he bailed.
Yeah.
He's ducking me.
So,
By the way, I'll make this point now. Since John Hollinger took over Memphis Grizzlies or joined the Memphis Grizzlies, you are 13-11 against the Houston Rockets.
I want Ethan Strauss up here. Where is Ethan?
We got him twice even last year.
Where is Ethan Strauss?
He's like the only 2 games.
Ethan, get your ass up here, man. Stop being shy, motherfucker.
Yes!
All right, let's talk some basketball.
Let's nerd out.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Coach Thorpe, who could not make it tonight, but
shouts to Coach Thorpe, man.
Damn, dude. You can't
He's a legend. One of the best dads in Tampa, Florida, man, I gotta say.
Oh, you heard he's a dad in Tampa?
No, it's not like he's ever mentioned that before. His son plays hoops. He coaches hoops. He trains NBA players. I don't know if you ever heard that spiel before. Shouts to Coach Thorpe. That's my guy.
What, like it's an old saw. Like, Waz, you don't hit the same topics every time you talk. Mr. Marcus.
Relax.
Okay. We have John Hollinger. He's a friend of mine. He is a legend. He is someone that I've always looked up to in the NBA world. Give a shout out to Mr. Hollinger here.
Thanks. Thank you.
Tom, before we get started, man, I just want to say a few words about John Hollinger.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love it.
My older cousin was the first person I knew who subscribed to ESPN Insider. And then he gave me his password. Meaning I would see shit and I'd be like, yo, I want to read that. But I couldn't because I was outside the paywall. Then I got the fucking password and I felt like a whole other world had been unlocked to me. And I didn't read NFL shit. Fuck the NFL. They can suck my dick.
Do you ever have people who are like in the league ask you for the password, by the way?
Yes.
Like, dude, you're making $5 million a year. What?
Yeah,
Yes, it's like
$8. Like, go.
Amin used to say it's like a cup of coffee every month.
Subscribe to The Athletic. Every
And count the dings.
Subscribe. But John Hollinger, I'm telling you, he made that goddamn subscription worth it.
Oh, yeah.
All right? And what I want to say is that nowadays when you read the NBA, when motherfuckers are talking about defensive rating and lineup data and all this other shit, John Hollinger fucking started that shit.
Yes.
The language of the league.
Just take it.
The language of NBA media was invented by this man right here, so I want to salute that man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You ever read some of these motherfuckers and say, you owe me a check? You never think that, John? You never read some random NBA stat guy and say, that's my shit, bro. Come on, man. I need some residuals.
Nah.
I guess the Memphis check. So do you miss it? Do you miss it?
I miss sort of this element of like being a smart ass in public.
Yeah. Best Twitter feed.
Making snarky comments on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the part I miss. I don't miss like waking up at 7 a.m. like, oh, what am I going to write today?
You wrote every day. Every day.
People
don't realize.
I wrote every weekday. You wake up, wow, the only game last night was Bucks Pistons. What? I don't know.
You probably wrote about Bogut.
Yeah, right.
Right, Ethan?
No. The wait.
I'd assume so. The main thing I remember John for is Undermining, the mythology of Derrick Rose.
Oh my
God.
That was legendary, John.
I felt smarter than my friends because I knew that the Bulls' defense had an underrated, it was an underrated factor in why they were succeeding, and D Rose is getting all the credit. So
I'm telling you right now, if you pull up this article, it's the story of Derrick Rose MVP. What was the truth about Derrick Rose?
I was like so fired up about it.
2010, 2011.
It might have been. It was like 25,000 words or something. It was just like I just went.
So what happened? You woke up. And Royce, shout out to Royce Webb, our editor at Insider.
No, this was an exception. I was working on this puppy for days. I had this one in the file over here.
So who remembers the heat index?
Yo, shout out to the heat index.
So everyone hated the Heat. And so they fell in love with Derrick Rose. The story of Derrick Rose, he was this like white knight on a horse coming in.
He's so humble. He's so fucking humble.
And the thing is that I don't really think people understand now in retrospect is like you were big on the idea that people like watching smaller guys excel. That was a big throughway of your story. It was like,
Yeah.
if Dwight Howard dunks on people, people were like, whatever, he's tall.
It's why people gravitated to Kobe and not Tim Duncan, even though Tim Duncan was better.
Duncan is better.
Oh!
Even though Tim Duncan was better.
Thank you.
Even though 20 years of excellence, Tim Duncan was better.
Like, jump hook.
Oh my god.
The backboard.
The reasonable thing you said.
That bank
Terrible.
shot.
No, John, I just remember reading that article. I distinctly remember it because my impression of it was Derrick Rose is MVP.
You legit wrote that he deserved to be seventh
place
in the race.
The
How
guy
many
won.
angry emails did you get from people in Chicago? Like,
All of them.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's good Chicago.
What's wrong?
But why did it hit you so viscerally? The idea that Derrick Rose should be MVP.
Hey, y'all in the back, y'all need to keep it down a bit, all right? Don't make me go back
on the
there.
guy. Like they had this great, incredible out of nowhere, this almost euphoric season that year. Where no one expected them to do that much, and they won. I think it was 62.
Yep.
And so, I think everyone's just so on.
They
board
needed
with
a
that.
tidy answer to why are the Bulls so good? Oh, it's Derrick Rose. When the answer is like, actually,
well, you see, when the Mero Sheik checks into the game.
Exactly. That's another thing. I distinctly remember John Hollinger saying, well, the reason why they're so good, their bench unit kicks everybody's ass. Taj Gibson and Ashik come in, and I think the defensive rating was like 81 or some shit
it was
like
insane.
that.
and
with
was,
those
I
two
think
on
that
the
was like
court.
the dawn of on-court, off-court stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Yeah, John Hollinger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout out to Roland Beach, by the way.
Yeah, RolandBeach82games.com.
John, do you remember when a reporter, somebody asked Derrick Rose specifically about your article about him not getting to
throws.
the line?
Free throws.
They
Remember that was a
asked
big
him,
thing?
Well, John Hollinger said you don't get to the free throw line enough.
Derrick Rose like, I know. Keeps me up at night. John Hollinger. He's right.
No, actually, I knew when I had made it though. Along a similar line, I covered a playoff game in Phoenix, and Jared Dudley asked me what his PR was that game. I was like,
That's
somebody
incredible.
now.
Do you guys know that this is the inventor of PER right here? This is him.
PR.
P-E-R. 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 Chanting is fun.
This is the
I was at a Depeche Mode concert once where people were trying to chant Depeche Mode, which is like an unchantable phrase. That might have just eclipsed that.
Oh, yes.
At least we're not talking about cum.
Excuse what? Tom, relax.
Hey, I don't know.
Relax.
It's just
This
a weird
man
thing.
works for an NBA team. For
All right,
God's sakes.
I have it right here.
It's a very
I have it.
respectable NBA squad represented by a bear that is blue, which has always confused me. The blue bear. I'm into it, though. I'm into it. I like it.
Can you recite the formula for PER right now?
Oh.
Yeah, piece of cake. Just hang on. Can you read the tattoo on my back?
Now,
Okay, I'm always curious. So you went to the Memphis Grizzlies in December of
2012. Good
2012.
memory, my man. Yeah.
It changed
Going
my
into
life because I had to
seventh
fill
season.
your
This is
shoes
crazy.
at ESPN.com. It didn't go so well for me because I needed KP to help me on that. Yes, he's right. I love you,
Wait a
KP.
second. Your
sweet.
voice works just fine.
yeah, how sweet. How sweet of you.
You tricked
Do you have a new stat that we don't know about?
He's giving it to the fucking money, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we have a couple new ones that we use internally. Yeah.
What was the stat that you guys use for number of chicks that Chandler Parsons? Forget it. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just joking, guys. No, but seriously.
By the way, I wore this
Someone else's job to monitor Instagram, not mine.
This is a pretty cool
guys.
moment for the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah.
That was.
I mean, except for the fact that you guys lost that series, right?
We did, but we won the 2 games after that press conference.
How close were you to getting LeBron this year?
Well, we talked to him.
Did he consider you, or did he seriously consider you?
We had our mid-level exception available. We informed as representatives of that.
How good is LeBron?
He's quite good at basketball. I've noticed.
You're allowed to talk about him, right? Now that it's over.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is he the GOAT? Is he the GOAT?
Oh.
If you could write a column tomorrow for ESPN,
I'm putting you on the spot,
don't
John
aggregate
Hollinger.
this. I'm on,
This won't get
honestly
aggregated.
wondering, like, in your head, when you go against LeBron James.
As a child of the '90s, I'm always going to say Jordan.
Jordan.
Like,
There
I'm
you
just
go.
always going to say Jordan.
I think it's Jordan. I'm sorry, I just do. I think it's Jordan.
You think it's
Like
Jordan?
why?
I mean,
Like,
John,
you're-
John,
you're
big
admitting
fan.
controversial
real quick,
opinion.
Real quick, big fan. We're talking about GOATs. Ricky Davis is available. So if you're looking for an extra wing
mid-level
and or a
exception.
star, well, no, give him a max.
Veterans.
I didn't even know.
Hang on, let me text Chris Wallace real quick.
Wait, so when you say I grew up, in the Michael Jordan era or watching Michael Jordan, are you admitting that you're biased there? That objectively you don't know?
I feel like it gets really hard to compare eras, but I also feel like with the freedom of movement they have now, that Michael Jordan would be destroying people. Like he would just be a completely. I mean, the stuff they could do with the
hand
arm
check
bar
era.
and
LeBron
the
didn't play in the
hand
hand check era. You actually like believe in that?
Yeah, I mean the hand check. Like LeBron's a tank, it wouldn't have affected him much. But the fact that Jordan was so quick that. The fact that you can't play that physical defense against it, like he just would have been at the free throw line the whole game, or he would have been driving.
I don't know, man. DeMar DeRozan is pretty good, man. I don't know. That guy gets to the line like a motherfucker. Shouts to the Raptors,
in the regular
man.
season, yes.
John, I picked the Raptors to go to the finals in February.
What is the worst pick you've ever made? What is the worst prediction you've ever made?
Wow. What is the worst prediction I ever made?
Outside of the Grizzlies.
No. I picked us to make the playoffs. Yeah.
I thought.
No, I've had one or two stinkers in there. I'm trying to remember though.
One that you'd like to have back.
Come on now.
Hurts
we're not
'cause
gonna
it's
do
true.
that.
No, we're talking about like a
He's been injured.
like a prediction, like a proclamation.
Like-
Like say it the other. This team's gonna win 50 games. They
Yes,
go like
and then
11
it fell
70.
flat on you,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
let's hope no one remembers that. Yeah. Like Ethan had one.
Well,
Wait,
no.
which-
My worst
Ethan's
one.
had a couple.
No, my worst one was probably. I thought Michael Beasley was going to be great.
Wow.
I thought he was going to be great. I saw him in college.
So did the Heat.
He is great.
He is great.
Well, maybe I'm still
At
right.
smoking weed.
Yo, legit
Maybe
in practice in Miami, I would watch these practices where LeBron and Michael Beasley would go at it in like one-on-one, and Beasley would beat him every time.
That's crazy.
He's so good.
Yeah.
At offense. But then there's that other part where you got to stop somebody. Zach Harper wouldn't know about that. Zach Harper, come guard me, motherfucker. What you want to do?
If you get past the 3-point line, that's my teammate's problem. I'm just going 3-point line and 3-point line. So, and also, John, you're a numbers guy. You can back this up with stats. Defense is bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. Except that was the entire.
Yeah, that's the guiding theory behind grit and grind, Zach. Yeah.
Tony Allen, great offensive.
Exactly.
Defense sure
Exactly.
doesn't get you pussy. I'll tell you that.
What's one thing? What's one thing, by the way, John, to keep it over here. What's one thing that analysts,
I thought you were
nerds
gonna
like
say
me
paid.
on the outside don't realize about why analytics miss the point sometimes? Like, what is something working for the Grizzlies and being embedded with a team that you were like, man, I wish when I was writing I realized this.
With some of these young guys, especially like in the draft, you got to be almost like a private investigator. You know what I mean? Like to just knowing like, it gets a little bit to that point
Yeah, you're, like,
sometimes. Like,
interviewing,
looking
like-
at their social media and stuff, and like trying to find out, because you're trying to find out what makes them tick and what they're like off the court and what their demons are basically, and
Are you one of those people who comes up with the questions for the pre-draft interviews?
No. That's
John,
that's
you don't
that's
ask.
somebody
You don't
else's deal.
ask prospects. Was your mother a whore? That happened with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not making this shit up. Jesus, I know I made a porn reference, but goddamn, loosen up, people.
So you want to walk? Do you think LeBron should have won the 2011 MVP, or you're sticking with Dwight Howard?
Oh. It was LeBron. It was LeBron. We were doing something weird. We were doing something weird where LeBron didn't exceed the expectations we had for him when he was in Cleveland. So we adjusted it and we said, so narrative-wise, we prefer the Dwight Howard narrative to the Derrick Rose narrative. But if we just step back from it, LeBron was obviously better than both guys.
Hashtag weird.
Hashtag weird.
Was that that was
2011.
Dwight, that was Dwight's kid. Did I say Dwight's
You
kid?
said
I
no
endorsed-
doubt this is Dwight Howard's MVP.
Oh,
no
okay.
doubt.
Well, in
you,
that
you even
case-
did the whole. You even did the whole like.
You would have to be an idiot to say
got-
Dwight
I
Howard.
stood
You
on
like
the table.
lean
I would
into
never
that.
share a
Oh,
stage.
nice.
Which now like Dwight is. You know, I'm upset that Daryl's not here. To talk
Hollinger
about
did
it.
the Skip Bayless
I
deep
didn't say he
dive.
was the 2018 MVP.
Yes.
Hang on, like it was 20. Was that the year Orlando had the best record in the East that year? Was the number one seed and
No,
lost to
it
Boston. in the
No,
conference
that I
final?
mean that was
Yeah, after.
That was
No, I got it wrong.
2009.
I got it
2000.
wrong.
That was 2009. The crazy
Yeah.
Magic run that broke Cleveland hearts everywhere. Where
Broke my heart, I'll tell you that.
Does anyone have
Ray-
a question?
Ray for Alston,
I wanted to
reigning
open up
hot
the
fiery
audience. Who has a
Jazz.
question for John? Does
Anybody
anyone
got
have
a question for John Hollinger? Raise your hand.
A basketball
please,
question.
Not
please.
all at once,
Please,
guys.
somebody
Yes,
besides these
Serious.
guys.
Guys, yeah, can you please follow my line?
Did you guys
right
come here to listen to porn or basketball?
It's a little hard.
Jesus.
We can't actually see them. The lights are just in our
right,
eyes.
back
Other
Yeah,
than the
who-
7-year-old.
Go
who's
ahead,
very
buddy.
clear and-
It's
What's
dark.
up?
It's dark
Where
in
is he?
here.
Over there.
Looks like a slam poetry.
Where
get
we going,
together.
Jay?
Yes.
In the corner.
Ban McMahon.
I attempted to get this from you the other day, but can you list in detail your top 10 of your draft board?
That's a good exclusive, Tim.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You asked the audience for a question, and the only person who raised their hand is a reporter. Yeah.
A snitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what
you got-
y'all
you guys
do,
feeling good
Tom.
about next
We had
year?
9 guys from Wake Forest and Jaron Jackson.
That's right. That's right.
That's what we had.
I don't know if any UVA guys are on that list.
Does
We
anybody
might
want?
have
Malcolm Brogdon.
moved them down a few notches.
Yeah. You feel good about the Grizzlies next year?
I do, yeah. Mike Conley is back working out, and we're hoping he picks up where he left off before his.
And Mark?
Mark's in great shape. He just had his charity game in Spain. Had
Well,
Dylan
I'm glad
and,
he's done coach
Omri
killing.
out there.
That's good. That's good to know.
What is going
It had to be said, man. Come on, man. He got my man Fizz up out of there.
That's my guy. That's my guy. No,
No, we're kidding, guys. Come on. We got to do stupid shit at the live show. Come on now.
No. I'm very big on the Memphis Grizzlies next year. I feel like people are sleeping on them. Also, the Indiana Pacers. How boring is that?
Hey, hold on.
Everyone go buy stock in the Indiana Pacers and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Be quiet about the Pacers. This is Grizzlies time.
Okay.
I'm very positive. I'm up on the Grizzlies, right?
Okay.
But
I
here's,
just said that.
no, I know, but I'm gonna get to a specific Grizzlies question as opposed to just talking about Tyreek Evans for $12 million. What a deal, right? No, doesn't do it for me. So, ironically enough, it's a Tyreek Evans question.
Thanks, Amin.
What was the thought process behind holding rather than dealing for whatever was best available at the trade deadline?
So
And that's how you do a basketball pod, assholes.
Thank you, Amin. Thank you. Love that
In
guy.
the biz, we call that, I don't know.
first of all, I was not aware we were talking about basketball tonight.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I was led to believe that was not happening based on the opening. Yeah, exactly. That'd be a great radio Ethan question. That's a good point. No,
I will
if
take
you look
questions.
at it, if you look at it as like the way you look at a stock option, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to put everyone to sleep now. But in terms of the option value of potentially being able to re-sign him versus what you were going to get back in a trade, which was a whole lot of not much as it ended up. The thing is, when you're dealing with playoff teams and dealing their draft picks, those are going to be, when you get the second round, 40s if you're lucky, probably 50s. The hit rate on those, I think there's been 6 rotation players in the last 10 years, in the last 12 picks in the draft.
Draymond.
So no. In the last 12
the last
picks,
12 picks, not the first
when you
fucking
go
pick of the second round.
when you go 50 to 60.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah
Down there,
Thomas.
yeah.
Numbers, Tom. Numbers,
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
So
numbers.
it's you're getting into barrel scrapes on those picks. So we just felt like the option value was better to have.
So if you were the Spurs right now, would you wait till the very last moment?
Ooh.
On
Kawhi.
Okay. I
Can't.
That's a hard.
Yeah. Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That gets into an area where I could actually get fined. So
Aggregate it.
Okay. Aggregate that, guys. John Hollinger did his job on this stage tonight.
Guys, I really want to thank John Hollinger for coming tonight.
Thank you, John
Hollinger,
Thank you.
motherfucker. The Godfather
Thank you.
of
The
shit,
Godfather.
That's right.
An inspiration to us all.
And so awesome to work with Jade again for the first time in 7 years.
Yeah. Not like Jay doesn't give enough praise.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's so funny. I always thought John hated me.
I'm staying on the stage. I've kind of locked myself into this position. I don't know if I can actually reverse it. Oh, a solo pop.
I used to get.
What am I, Jim Rome?
You're out. You're next. Next.
Okay. So I should sit here or should?
No, you got to leave for a little.
I gotta do it.
I used to get to sit next to John Hollinger back in Miami Heat days, and that was a treat just to watch him tweet. I think that rhymed. Thank you. Rahel, was that you? Was that you laughing? I love Rahel. Shouts to Rahel and Jane Kim, who came all the way from the Bay. It's my favorite place. My parents met in the Bay 1969 after an earthquake. I think you all know the story. All right, guys, back in the corner. Shut up. I can't take it anymore, Eden Lou. Eden Lou. Everybody's still having it. We're going to go a little long tonight. I have 2 more segments for you, okay? Is that all right? I actually, by the way, Laurent Gasol, you finally made it? What the hell happened, bruh? What? What did you do? I heard about the club. Anyway, I started this podcast in 2015 after proposing. I have a funny story. I actually pitched, Eden, listen to my story. I actually pitched the podcast in 2013. I went to the group and I said, listen, I work with all these people doing video. Let me just do an audio product. I will give you the whole thing. I'll deliver an MP3. All you have to do is upload it. And the woman said to me, we don't have the bandwidth. I never understood what that meant. But it took me 2 more years to get a channel. Shout out to Joe Mead. Nobody knows who he is. But anyway, and I originally started the podcast was because Ethan Sherwood Strauss, we used to do videos and then hang out, me, Ethan, and Amin and Tom, for hours on Skype. And I said, I'm just going to record this stuff, you know? And so in March 2015, we launched the show, and the principal members were Amin El Hassan, Ethan Sherwood Strauss, I love saying his middle name, and Tom Haberstrand. I would like those guys to come up here. This is the show. This is the show, as George would say. And then, adding Big Waz to this mix was the funniest thing for me, because nobody did that. Nobody did that at ESPN. How dare you use somebody that's not ESPN? Jeez. Good Lord. Racist.
Is Waz here still?
Turn that music up, please. This was the original track. Do you all remember?
This wasn't the original track.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. Wait, hold on. Logic. J Logic, turn that down. The original track started.
Yeah.
That
Juicy J. What was that song?
Dark Horse. Anyway, enjoy this. This really makes me happy.
And it started because I'm sorry. It started because Ethan was like, "Have you ever listened to the lyrics of this song?"
Oh yeah, Juicy J, Katy Perry.
No, what? Yeah, go ahead and pull them up.
Hear me out.
Ethan
Is
literally
that
read
a lyric? I'm just making that up.
These lyrics make no sense.
Ethan
Hey, are you pulling it up?
got introduced to Southern rap.
No, but it wasn't Juicy J's lyrics that he was making fun of.
Oh,
He's making fun of Katy Perry.
Oh, my bad to the Southern rap fans out there. I didn't mean to offend y'all.
So you want to play, man? Like whatever.
So you wanna play with magic?
And LeBron said yes.
know what you found.
There you go. Yo, Tom, where's the guitar, man? God
Yeah,
damn,
I
you
gotta
could have
get
brought
it
that
out,
through to
man.
customs.
Make me your Aphrodite. Make me your one and only.
Radio Ethan, everybody.
But don't make me your enemy. Your enemy. Your enemy.
There you go.
By the way, I want to see. I'm gonna do a giveaway right here. This shirt that's soaked up everything, all of my essence tonight.
Well, shit, man, they can't wash it now.
No, you got it. Okay. Who remembers
Game
the
worn.
original
That's
name of the podcast that Jay just described pitching to all the suits? No.
I know.
The original version of the podcast, not the Spreecast show, the podcast that when we first pitched it. No.
Are we
Don't
recording?
I know this.
One guess at a time. Like, all right? Like, no. You're not just gonna yell
It's
out.
not true. It's not hoop speak.
Yeah.
Are we
Anyone?
recording yet?
Anyone? Yeah. That was an idea, but it wasn't the name.
Yo, relax, man, relax. We're not gonna do that to my man Han right now.
No,
Shouts to
Han's my guy, but fuck out of here with all that.
I mean, you a fucking Hoop Collective member.
This morning, I just recorded. I recorded my.
You're terrible at everything.
Yeah. It's expensive.
I'm on the trail.
Anyways, nobody? Nobody? Ethan, what was the name of the pod?
I believe, it was called Point of Contention.
Point of contention.
Point of contention.
Terrible.
The
Fresh
Prince
Prince
of a terrible
And one of the first episodes was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes. That's how we really discovered our stride. Because Ethan said Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not a good show.
No, I said it didn't make me laugh. Didn't make me laugh.
Wait, oh, no, you said it was a great show and it just didn't make you laugh.
Just didn't make me laugh. I don't like shows that sub out a family member and then bring in another actor or actress.
I don't like Will
Hold on,
Smith.
All right, come on. That was like 6
Fuck
years
out of here
into
with
it.
that shit. That motherfucker been overrated. Get out of here with that. Old motherfucking DeVry University ass motherfucker. Get off your couch, man. You know you can do it right now. You're not doing anything. Come on, let's go, man. College, man. Let's go. That's his whole shtick on social media. He corny.
Wait,
A cornball brother, man. Shouts to Rob Parker for getting fired for that, man. For speaking the truth about RG3.
Right.
I mean,
being
give me
right.
a fucking break.
But,
Ethan, man, you allowed to call
hold on.
RG3 a cornball brother. It's cool.
Hold on.
You remember the tribe.
Why are you following Will Smith?
I never followed him.
How do you know he'd be cornballing?
Because they be reposting this shit. I would never follow that motherfucker. You crazy. Don't be hating on Will Smith. Why? He's ass.
Biggest movie
No,
star.
you didn't have that take before he did his little like.
Nah, I had to take. Independence Day was corny.
Yo,
That shit was corny.
get out.
Oh, aliens. Oh, Will Smith's gonna save us from aliens.
Guys.
Jay.
In October of 2016, one Zach Harper joined the group, and we call it
The Harper bump.
Harper bump. Yes.
That's a
not
little
the Harper
bump, by the way.
Wait, the Harper bump?
Hey, relax.
Hey, welcome, Zach Harper. Welcome.
Show. I don't know
Here's
what
another
y'all
question.
talking
Here's
about.
another question. Who remembers Waz's original
Relax.
name? And when I say original name, it was to the point that
Oh, I know.
Jay thought this was his actual name.
I know this. Yeah.
Yes, which is why
up. Who said that?
which is why I selected
Stand
him.
up. Who said that?
Which is why I selected him. Shout out to RFK. He was killed by CIA.
Relax,
Jay.
This is not the fucking conspiracy
got all my
fucking
essence.
live podcast, man.
Bobby Kennedy.
This fucking.
Oh yeah, the Kawhi rant.
I
Yes.
jumped out the window. Well, yeah, they did jump out the window with Kawhi. Matter of fact, it was Habistro and it was motherfucking Windhorse.
Yeah.
Oh, the Warriors. They're doing pretty good. They're only on pace to win 75 games, but the Spurs are all-time great defense. And Kawhi Leonard and blah, 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 blah. Unanimous MVP, motherfucker. Steph Curry won the shit unanimous.
Wait, wasn't your
Jesus
Kawhi rant about how
Christ.
good they are?
System player. That's what the rant was. System player.
You're
he's
so
Hold on.
twisted.
We're not gonna shit on Independence Day and then shit on the second best shooter in San Diego State history
Oh, there
at
we
the same
go.
time. You're
What
looking
y'all,
at
the
him.
Aztecs?
You're looking at him.
We really
Shout out to failing out of college.
Shout outs to genocide. Shout outs to Aztecs.
Whoa.
What?
As a straight white man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I know. Shouts to
That
the
took a
Native
turn.
Americans. That was awkward.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, guys,
Where's my shirt? I have your shirt.
did you say?
I'm late.
Did you say Bobby Kennedy though?
Yo, my boy.
You get free shirts.
How you
just
gonna
because?
come late and what are you
Ask
doing?
for
Demand
free
a
shirts?
shirt.
What are you doing?
I'm dead, man. I need my shirt.
Oh, that's tough. You gonna die?
Free
man.
shirt?
We'll take care of you later. We'll take care of you later.
Look at Ethan diffuse the situation like a. White people promise something that you'll never actually.
Ethan made a decision
40 acres
there.
and a mule. 40 acres and a mule. You'll be fine.
Ethan's decision there was I'm either going to diffuse the situation or I'm gonna call 911. He didn't know what to do.
Hey, we just need to
Lou
smooth
gonna
the
need
cap.
about 40 mules. So wait, yeah, you better relax, brother. But she said the WNBA deserves as much money as the NBA.
What are you trying to do
Asia
to us?
Wilson. No, hey, Asia Wilson for the Las Vegas Aces.
Adrian Wilson.
Asia, not Asia.
Asia
Yeah.
Wilson. She said that the women players work hard, which nobody's disputing that, and so therefore they deserve as much money as LeBron James. What say you?
I already know
Ethan
Ethan's take here. I already know Ethan's take. So
Ethan.
Wait, we'll do this. We'll do this.
Oh boy.
Do we have a misogynist soundtrack? Because we need it for Ethan right now. Go ahead.
I would say we get some radio Ethan takes later on basketball issues. I would say, to quote Clint Eastwood, deserve ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's it.
You thought the best thing there was quoting Clint Eastwood.
Deadspin. Athletic writer compares.
Y'all better not be snitching in here, man. I swear to God.
Can we find out
I
who?
did at least 10 dick jokes already.
Yo,
At least.
no, I mean, like, here's the deal. If we're gonna do a serious answer to this question, I talked to Asia Wilson about it, and
Shit.
I talked to her.
Look at the
in
meme
person.
reporting.
Kayla McBride,
Okay.
Mariah Jefferson, whatever. So, and I told them all. I said, look, here's the deal. 'Cause
Fall back.
The other dude who was on the pod with us, I said, do you know how much the BRI split is for NBA players to the NBA?
I learned this today.
Waz, what is it?
I think it's 52, 50.
It's a band, but it's basically 50-50, right?
Okay.
Do you know what it is for WNBA players?
I do not know.
Kelsey Plum informed me of this today.
22.
That's messed
Wow.
up.
22, not even a quarter.
22
Wow.
American?
And
22.
that's the big number.
Jesus.
So this is what I said to them. I said, that's messed up. But guess what? That's part of what the fuck is going on back there?
Yeah,
John Hollinger.
Are we interrupting your awesome conversation?
Hey, Eden, can you rally?
Hey, let's rally the troops here.
Yo.
Are we making
guys,
jokes about how
guys.
awesome it is to have Mike Conley back?
This is just stoking. we realize this is just stoking the fire.
This is a
You know he's a torn ligament away.
Yo, wow.
Yes.
To be fair, we all are.
Wow. Jesus
Back
Christ.
to the basement.
Yo.
No, but
Yo, what the fuck?
How many games you win in Phoenix?
Just wait.
McMahon.
62, 61, 57, 48, and then 2 years where I wasn't around because they were just fucking bullshitting out there with Lance Blanks.
Whoa!
You said his name, boy.
Said the
I said his
name.
He gets one shot out a year.
Why does Mike D'Antoni not even know who the fuck you are now?
Oh, wow.
You go holler at him right now. Ask him about me. Ask about me.
Ask about me, boy.
Ask about me. I don't have.
ask
I
him
don't
why he
have
got-
this
Ask
shit.
about me.
Ask him why he got rid of the mustache. I don't like Mike D'Antoni without
Yeah,
a
that's
mustache.
Ask about me.
He probably saw you try to attack an obstacle course, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know what else he saw me do? Get a playoff bonus check. So anyways, as I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted.
We gotta turn it up. I feel like this crowd is not as drunk as they should be.
22 fucking % is a travesty. But here's the advantage WNBA players have that NBA players don't. You have another
Another
gig
league.
that pays you more than what you
Exactly.
make here.
Exactly.
So if everybody, because no matter what the sport is about the players. It's not about the
That's
league.
right.
Without players, you can't have a league.
It's not
so
about
if
Donald
all the
Sterling.
WNBA stars said, "Fuck this shit. I'm playing in Russia next year, and I'm gonna take my summer off." Guess what happens at WNBA? They have the power to go to the table and say, this collective bargaining agreement is bullshit.
Yep.
But instead of that, they do dumbass arguments about LeBron got 154. Oh,
By the
must
way,
be
that
nice.
man is
That's
underpaid.
not how you do it. You don't argue in the public. You argue with the commissioner, with the owners, with the people who actually control this shit, because the public don't give a fuck.
They don't.
They don't. I'm
White
sorry.
people don't give
they
a
don't
fuck
care.
about nobody, man. It's fucked up. It's crazy.
No,
Shouts to white
exactly.
people.
Yo, you think white people care about a? I'm just saying, I'm saying it in the sense of, you think the establishment gives a shit about 3 minorities combined in one.
Tom, what's your favorite episode of Westworld?
Don't worry. Don't worry, Zach. I'll cut that.
Akichita. Shouts to Akichita, right, Anthony?
I was just mad they came at LeBron. I mean, the most underrated player in the underrated.
Her thing was not. She was not coming at LeBron. She said, "Look, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was just trying to illustrate."
You should have named Bismack Biombo. Somebody who got one of the
Right.
2000.
No, that's true. Timo Mozgov. Yeah,
saying
you
it-
can look at that and be like, "What the
saying
fuck?"
it with the contempt that Stephen A. Smith would pronounce the name. You got to do it that
I would
way.
have said,
Bismack Biombo.
Shouts to Charlotte.
Slava Medvedenko,
Rasho Nesterovich.
Zaza Pachoy.
He was on crack.
Stay off the weed. I think it ain't no secret. I'm a bottom feeder.
Yo, bro.
You know, I work
Shouts
for
to
the Walt
Stephen
Disney. I work for the Walt Disney Company,
Company.
but it ain't no secret.
I'm a bottom feeder.
It ain't no secret is the wild part about it. Everyone trips on a bottom feeder.
It ain't no secret that I eat the ass.
It ain't no secret.
For those of you at home who don't understand what Stephen A. was getting at.
Like, he basically said what I just said to Bontemps. Ask about me. Not Bontemps, McMahon. Same thing. They're both named Tim.
We
They're
don't
white.
really
They're
all
both
look
They all
alike.
look alike. Hashtag they all look
They're
alike.
both white people.
But yeah, it's like, ask about me. That's what he was saying.
That, I mean, shit, man. You know, a lot of times you graduate from maybe sucking
By
a
the way,
titty.
shout
or
out to
making
John
out.
Gervais. Shout out. Hold on.
Oh,
Shout-
John Gervais. Yeah.
So I'm not. This is a live bossa nova. It's not gonna make sense to most of you guys. John Gervais put us on, and by the way, I witnessed here at Summer League, and Gervais was not lying. Not at all. About
Not to
my
get
resume.
not to get all problematic and misogynistic.
saying.
Yes,
but
yes.
man,
Now
when
we're
he
getting
said-
problematic, boss.
If anyone wants
it gets crazy.
you can't complain about any part of his resume. No part. No part.
No.
None. But
Chaz Worthington.
Well, shout.
oh yeah, she
Shout out
did
to
say
Miko.
that.
Shout out to
Everybody's
Miko.
dried up.
Hold on. Well, but I want to know, who are your favorite guests in back-to-back True Hoop Leverage the Chat? No, don't be prisoners of the moment. I want to hear. Okay, Miko Grimes is one. What else? Steven Jackson. What else?
Jackson, Stack
What
Jack.
else?
Chris
Childs
Childs was a
was
great
was
episode.
legendary.
Who?
Oh,
That dude from Barbados,
the
get the
Bayesian
fuck
homie.
out. How about that?
He was from
Signore.
Barbados and just
Signore.
didn't give a fuck, and I encouraged him.
Michael C. Wright.
Yeah.
Shouts to
Michael
Michael
C.
C.
Wright.
Wright.
Shout out
Are there
to
any
Epic Day.
non-black people who are your favorites?
Nah,
Because I know you guys are lying when all you name is black people.
no. Oh yeah, but
That was
Monty
good.
ate Popeyes
That
on the
was-
podcast. He
was
said,
a
"My
good
bad. I was getting my Uber Eats.
I ain't it. Wait,
Had a 3-piece
this is
with
beyond,
the fries."
This is Bomani. I ain't even know y'all were recording.
Shouts to Bomani. Shouts to Pablo,
Shout
man.
out
who
to
couldn't be
Pablo.
here, man.
Give it up for both of them.
Yes.
Their
He's a
show
member
is
of the
amazing.
High noon weekdays.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing about that.
That was my Pablo.
Oh, that was your Pablo? I thought you was doing
Wait,
Ethan.
you got a
Marcus
pretty
Cousins
good-
not gonna play any
Hold on,
defense
you got a
for
pretty good
them.
Pablo impersonation.
Just my voice talking.
There you go.
There we go.
Sounds like just
This
like
is my Pablo imitation, everybody. How you doing?
I'm Elon Musk.
Any other basketball issues you guys want to discuss?
No, I kind of wanted just Ethan to talk about the crying about the Golden State Warriors.
I don't want Ethan to talk
Well,
about it.
that's what I was trying to get at. Talk about the crybaby mentality. Radio, 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 radio.
Look, this is absolutely a complete joke. Adding DeMarcus Cousins, people think that's going to make them a dynasty. In my opinion, it's going to make them a crynasty. DeMarcus Cousins, I call him DeMarcus doesn't. DeMarcus doesn't play D, doesn't have heart, doesn't have grit. Making the playoffs, DeMarcus wasn't. At the same time, it's completely cheating. Let's be honest, they're too great. They're too good. It's rigged. It is completely a stacked deck. It is an insult to the game of basketball. When I am hanging out at the UFC gym in Concord, or at the local Hooters with real sports fans, they say the NBA is ruined. Ruined. College football, better. Baseball, better.
Yes.
Foosball, better. Badminton, better. The NBA has to fix this issue and preserve competitive balance. Preserve it. Give the small market teams a shot, or the American public will turn their backs on this once great sport.
Wait, we have a question.
wait.
Shout out to Radio Ethan.
Radio Ethan. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Someone get this man some water, please.
Radio Ethan
Anyone
is
put out
definitely
this
a
fire
B2
tape.
candidate, man.
Radio
I would
Ethan.
have to say that.
Water,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Cheating. The Golden State Warriors are cheating, and not like the good kind that's forcing me to pay alimony right now.
Oh, yes. I hope Allie doesn't hear this one.
Hey, big.
I thought he said.
Oh,
Relax.
Radio Ethan.
Don't make me make a joke about getting thrown under the bus.
Big Todd.
Hold on. Radio Ethan.
We can't afford billionaire beef.
Big Todd, go to the question line. Big Todd.
I got a question. Radio Ethan. Warriors made a move today. They signed Damian Lee, who is going to be the brother-in-law of Steph Curry. He is Sidel Curry's fiance. What do you think about nepotism in the Warriors organization? Between you've got the son of Jerry West there, you've got the son of Joe Lacob there.
Fantastic.
You've had the son of Rick's son there.
Wonderful.
You have the son of Steve Kerr there.
Okay.
There seems to be a legacy of nepotism with the Warriors organization. What does Radio Ethan have to say about that?
Look, that legacy must be preserved. They are owners. That means they have full ownership of the team. But what you cannot do is mess around with the roster that the hard-working blue-collar fans are paying to see. You do not put out a joke product where people's brothers and brothers-in-law and sisters and mothers. I'm sorry, it's not the movie Eddie. We're not pulling fans from the bleachers and putting them on the hardwood to get your hard-earned dollars, chumps.
By the way, the joke there is that Radio Ethan is kind of under the current of racism. I don't know. Hey, this was really fun. I always say this every single time the four of us up here. I remember.
Boom. That wasn't even on purpose. We forgot your ass by accident, Zach Harper.
DeMarcus Cousins just
That was an
explosion noise. You're a Splash Brother too. I remember being in a cab ride in Boston with Beckley Mason, and I remember saying,
Great American.
Yeah. I remember saying we were all there, and Beckley was like, "You guys have a thing," and I said, "And I'd rather us just be an underground kind of thing that we keep whatever we do together, rather than." Bow down. Jesus fucking Christ, the back of that motherfucking room.
God bless him.
You need a megaphone? Hey, come here. I got a microphone for you. I'm trying to have a moment, goddammit. Jesus Christ, McMahon.
Mad Amin is the best of me.
Or is it Montex? I don't know. But anyway, so like the idea that this is crazy, right? Like there are people here, you guys flew over all over the country to come be here.
Word.
You paid money not only for the ticket to be here, but for flights, for hotels, for alcohol.
For prostitutes.
No, never do that.
On brand, yeah.
To watch us do something that literally like 7 years ago or 6 years, whatever, however long it was, I said, I'd rather us just be underground legends than like blow up or whatever. And then we're probably
Shouts to Bun B who beefed with you, by the way.
still wants to kick my ass with his like, chicken chasing comment, but which he does because he wears a straw hat and fucking overalls and shit.
Jesus, I mean, come on.
What's wrong with the country?
But honestly, like I'm glad that we're up here. I'm glad that you guys rock with us. I'm glad that I was wrong. That we shouldn't be like an underground thing. That we should grow and have people like us. And so thank you all. That is my way to say thank you to you guys. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ESPN.
You're all great Americans. You're all beautiful. I love looking at you.
Hey guys, now you can go on with your conversation. Thanks for pausing it.
That's
fucking 40 minutes.
This was the last joint? Oh, I'm staying?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Ethan.
Oh, I'm getting brought back on, y'all. So
that was amazing. That was
get
very artistic. It is funny to go to a show and talk. It is. I don't mind it. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, our final segment is very interactive. Well, we take questions from the audience, but not basketball ones. It is the Friday #AskWaz mailbag. Shout out to my mother, Valerie Hoy. And to, I wanted to mention Mariano Bivens, who couldn't be with us today. I love that guy. He's a genius. He is a genius, straight up. Anyway, on Fridays, we ask questions. Anthony Mays, are you here? Here. Can you introduce the show, please?
I might be able to do that. It's possible that I prepared for this. All right, well, so while I'm pulling up this intro, let me just fill some time. Been in Vegas for about 24 hours now. It's pretty fantastic. And good evening, and welcome to a very special real-time #AskWaz mailbag edition of the Back-to-Back podcast on the Count the Dings Network. I'm your host, Anthony Mays, coming to you from the Bunkhouse Saloon. Live and in the flesh to answer your fantastic questions, we've got the Ding King. One would think, and therefore one was. Mariano Blanco, the one-liner designer, Zach Hollywood Harper. Outside of hummus, her food takes are hummus. Not never failing to remind no one that English is her second language. It's Nissan Bluffstein. Yeah. We also have the Haitian sensation, the black intellectual. It's Mr. Me Too. You know him well. It's Big Waz. With a tattoo for each of the 7 deadly sins, her love of Duke is not a fluke. She won't spook due to any rebuke. She can carve up the ice and fix her love life. It's Eden Lou. And then, of course, the amateur bear watcher, the sheep-dipped conspiracy consigliere. He's only 28, but his mind is old. It's not a bit, you guys. It's the evil producer, Frisco. Give it up for the Jade Horse.
What's up? Yes.
What's up?
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Oh, it's been forever, man. My goodness.
I'm lying. I'm tired of you motherfuckers.
Oh, y'all weren't lying about not being able to see anyone.
Yeah, no. All right.
I thought you were being little bitches.
All right.
In the nicest way
Yeah,
of it.
they can see.
I mean, we were, but it was something else.
So yeah, don't
relax.
Anyway,
what happened, Jay?
Anyway, we do take questions. Does anybody have one?
No.
I have a question. I have a question, sir. Sir, over here. I have a question, sir. Sir.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can you guys discuss the prevalence of some dudes on Twitter?
Some dudes.
Oh boy.
Some dudes.
I'm kind of confused.
Wait, what the fuck is some dudes? Because I saw Amin tweeting about it the other day. I didn't ask.
I feel like it's something Amin invented. Right?
You can't ask a question about something you invented, though.
I don't know what Amin's talking about.
Thank you.
I know that dude.
There's a certain amount of cats on Twitter who They're just fucking corny and whack and weak and have no sense of humor.
Nits, don't say a fucking word.
And Nitsan is...
You're MCM.
You know, she's a woman who's attractive and they want to fucking suck her dick and it's just annoying.
That doesn't sound medically
can we,
correct.
fix that sentence real quick?
Hey.
That's what we do in New York, boy. We make up shit.
I'm getting more and more complaints about Waz's...
I'm too much vulgarity?
Behavior. Too much... What'd she call it?
Not kid friendly.
Locker room.
Oh, locker room talk?
Y'all are a family show. You gotta relax.
Anyway.
I've never been in a locker room.
Another question, please. Go ahead.
When you're making your soup, do you pour your cereal or your milk first?
If you pour milk before the cereal,
you're a serial killer.
You should go straight to jail.
It's serial killer behavior.
Yeah, that's it. No one has ever answered anything different. No one's ever been
Get
like,
up here, machine.
milk
Milk
before
goes first.
Get up here, machine.
Kev, no.
I'm not defending this. I'm not defending this.
But he's gonna defend it.
No. But how much serial killer behavior can there be? There's
There's
not
a
that
lot.
many serial
There's
killers.
a lot.
That's some Jeffrey
There's a
Dahmer shit.
lot.
Serial killer with
a lot of
cereal
people
is
are
funny.
serial
That is
killers in waiting.
exactly what a serial killer would say.
A lot of people, Kev, a lot of people are serial killers in waiting. They're one curved DM away from shooting up the fucking Blue Saloon or wherever the fuck we in right now.
Boom.
I'm telling you, man.
Bunkhouse.
The Bunkhouse, my bad.
I mean, I'm just saying this because of the fact that I go shoe tie, and y'all declared that's your everything.
Security!
Anyway.
KP, you're with me, dog.
Getting to... Oh, Angie, what's up?
I was accused of serial killer behavior because of
I'm
that.
the top haberster of this conversation. Are we doing this again?
Yes, we're doing it again, Zach.
All right,
is a
guys.
super
Hey, I
connoisseur.
have our
It's
first
not a
guest.
bit.
I do have our first guest.
International?
John Hollinger, man. He's so funny. Damon, you coming up or what? Let's go. You are our guest. Damon, come on. Let's go. We got a chair for you right here.
I mean, stop being a crazy
Where are you
person.
from, man? Where are you from? He's from Chicago.
Say it into the microphone.
Yo, put your wallets away, y'all. This motherfucker from Chicago.
I believe they call that the Windy City.
The lesser
it's the
city.
Windy City. If you get, as long as there are no police around, that should be okay. So, Chicago.
Shouts to the Shy.
How long you been listening to the show?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jade and I just literally talked about this 20 minutes ago. So, since Amin and I argued about Michael Keaton not being a legend.
Wow, Michael
Whoa.
Keaton's not a legend?
Whoa. Have you not seen Multiplicity?
Which side did you come down on?
I came down on Michael Keaton not being a legend.
Get the fuck off the stage.
Because Multiplicity would have been a better movie had it been the actor it was written for, who was Bill Murray.
I can't figure it out,
All
though,
right,
Harper.
I mean,
That was the
look,
Chicago shit
if
happening
the
right
Grizzlies
there.
signed
get rid
Michael
of him.
Jordan, it would have been better. I
Yes.
agree.
If the Grizzlies didn't sign Chandler Parsons,
Boy.
Well, Chandler Parsons has been doing other things.
nah, I just wanted to shout my man Hollinger again, man. Shouts to Hollinger.
Shouts to Waz asking Hollinger questions he can't answer.
Does anybody have a question?
The live show.
Anybody besides Gasol, who sponsors the show?
What we got?
Come on up. Let's
What we
go.
got? Come on up.
Roll up, buddy. Let's go. Roll it up.
Roll up.
No, roll it up.
That's a reckless roll.
Jade, you know me. You've
So
answered
a
like
lot of those.
12 of my voicemails, to be honest with you. If you had to reinvent a sport in the most ridiculous way, i.e. slam ball, what would it be and how?
Reinvent a sport?
I would
Polo with hockey sticks.
I would make baseball managers wear fucking clothes.
Terrible
okay?
question.
Like, what,
Terrible.
why are you wearing a uniform, fat boy? It's
What are you looking at me for when you say
You're
that?
not going to play. You're coaching the squad. You don't need to rock the uniform.
No
boy.
offense to Jade, I would reinvent hockey by making it interesting.
How would you make it interesting?
Maybe two black
any
people.
better.
That would
Or
be nice.
three, maybe?
Yeah, wait. All they do is check into each
Hockey
other, right?
sucks.
That's what hockey
Ring's
is.
too small.
That's pretty much what
That's
it is.
what hockey is.
Yeah.
All they do is they check into each other, and then eventually a
They
puck
don't
may
have
go into
enough
a goal.
space.
They don't have enough space.
It's box hockey.
Wait, all right, is Waz a hockey fan?
Nah,
You looking at me all dirty. I'm saying
It's
hockey
Waz a
sucks,
hockey
and you looking at me like,
Is Oprah
I'm
fat?
sorry, what?
I didn't say.
I'm just gonna head over
This
here,
has
guys.
gone off
She
the
is a
rails.
Mossad spy, by the way. But anyway,
We were talking about this today during the World Cup. We were thinking how soccer would very much change if they changed the substitution rule. Because only having 3 substitutions during the length of the game really impacts like the strategy. And if they were changing lines like
Maze, you
cross
fucking
or
get the fuck
hockey,
out of here with that soccer
Anyway,
shit, man. Get out of here with
Damon,
soccer.
any final thoughts?
I just had actually #hashtag Ask Eden question.
Oh no.
This was not scripted or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about. How do you close the deal on a crush?
Oh my God.
That's a very complicated question.
Relax.
Was?
Thank you. How do you close the deal? On
It's
a crush?
it's called the backpage.com, motherfucker.
They shut it down. They shut it down.
That's how you close
They
that
shut
deal.
that down. It was seized by the FBI. What's going on back there, man?
Yeah, Jay, because
I want some of that.
Do you guys want the microphone?
Sarah, the pharmacist, are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
What the Jade? What is
Ask
she
her
gonna
question.
do? What she? Sarah the pharmacist. Yeah, give it up again. Keep giving it up. Don't stop.
Wow,
As you guys can tell, I'm missing a whiskey drink, man. Excuse
No
me.
drugs, no,
That's
I didn't bring any
illegal.
drugs.
Yeah.
Young lady, does your mother know that you want drugs? Yes. What kind of drugs? All right, let me holler at you in the back, then. We might could work
Anybody got
something
any
out.
love?
Yo, wait, you
Substance
guys
for
know
Eden?
that we had a bet on how long it was going to take Waz to get out of pocket? And everyone bet 10 minutes. We were like, that's safe, 10 minutes, he'll be cool, he'll be chill.
9.
It took 5 for him to be like, porn.
It took him
Then we
opening
talk
his
about
mouth.
porn. And now he's out here like, I'll meet
Porn
you in
is
the
out of
back.
pocket. Like every single person in this fucking room don't be watching porn. Out of pocket. What's wrong with y'all? Grow up. Stop going to church. Jerk off. Pop yourself. Have fun.
If there
I
was
don't know.
one,
God damn.
one kind of tagline for the podcast, I think it would be "Stop going to church, jack off."
I'm just listen, man. They gave me the mic. I gotta speak what the people don't want to say. You know, the people don't want to talk about the fact that these are the
Welcome
only
to Waz Speaks, everybody.
Yes. Waz is speaking.
Any
so I
love
guess
questions? Nothing?
Nobody
Is that
got
it?
love questions,
Zero? No?
Jade. The people
Nobody's
want to
curious?
talk about Eden Lou and Nitsan being our
Can
only.
you say my name right, though?
Nitsan Maxima?
That was close enough. Let's go with that.
Oh, I bet. By the way, a lot of y'all don't know West Indian people, but there's a joke like you cannot tell a West Indian nigga with a Nissan Maxima anything. Like he literally thinks he's the most important person on the planet because he has a Nissan Maxima. It's a nice car though. Shouts to the Koreans. I fucked that up. Next question.
You're doing great, Waz.
What you want me to do? This is the Friday show. It's a freestyle. It's Jade's vision. It's about the fans. It's about the people who support us the most. Whenever I meet people who love our show the most, when I ask them, like, what's your favorite shit? Without fail, they always say the mailbag. So,
Which is surprising,
I
right?
know.
Not surprising at all, because all y'all, even during the basketball show, you guys had maybe 1 second of basketball, right? The rest of the time, you're shooting the shit, you're talking about whatever. Y'all really do talk a lot in the back.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's loud up
You know
here.
what? I'm deaf as shit, and I can hear
Here's
you.
the funny thing, though. Like an hour ago, Nitz was the one back there making all that noise.
She was talking shit, too. She said,
I'm a
"They're not even
social
that
and you're
good
jealous.
live." That's what she was saying.
Can't help you.
What's the question?
All right, what is it, man?
Oh,
What's
man.
the love question?
You just
For
block
fucking
her.
an
Just
ex
block
again?
her, my boy. Just
How-
block her. That's
What do
what
you mean?
the
Wait,
iPhone
wait,
is
hold
made
on.
for.
Wait, all you did was fucking X again. What do you mean cordial?
Yeah, do you
What-
mean like the
let-
next day?
Nah.
Or
What's her access to knives?
Don't fuck a crazy
for y'all
chick,
that don't
and
know,
don't fuck a crazy
Zach
dude,
Harper
and then
has
you
a
don't
lot
have to
of
worry about
experience
access
in
If I
to
this
can say
knives.
category.
something, sometimes
Don't.
Oh, okay.
They're the most
Oh,
exciting.
okay.
Let's not touch-
Get touchy-feely on the stage now. It's a lot of witnesses in here.
that's bad for you, Waz.
Is it what-
We are all witnesses.
It won't even be me too. It'll be I too saw Zach Harper sexually harass Nitsan on stage.
I'm the one on stage, huh?
Say my name right.
Nitsan.
Say my what? Beyonce, relax. Who got next?
Did we answer that question?
No.
You can back whatever you fucking ex. You treat him like any other person.
Yeah, just be cool. Like,
Yeah.
don't suck.
Well, that's okay.
Jade, can we call your mom? This is getting.
Yeah, we should.
There's
been
no
an
way
hour.
she's awake.
No, I think. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I think that will do it for the show. Thank you so much, mailbaggers. And especially thank you. I hope you enjoyed this evening. I thought it was wonderful.
I have something to say.
Very well scripted.
Jade.
Yes.
I want everyone to give it up for Jade. It is his vision. It is his doing. It is his recording.
Get up.
Give it up for this man.
Yes.
Everyone stand up.
Yes.
no,
Jade
sit down.
Hoy, you're a fucking
Sit down.
god.
Anyway, thank you so much. All right, we'll see you. Let's hang out. We got some more time together. All right.
Yes.
Peace.
Y'all better show love to that bar, man. Because they gave me a bottle, so I got to justify
Tip
it.
your wait staff.